I've seen.
Because I can't put on my headphones right now.
We should watch it live on the stream.
Do that.
Oh yeah, give me a link.
It's still live starting.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I need to fucking get an actual. This is usually the biggest pain in the ass.
Hold on, I need something to drink.
Drank. Melton.
Oh.
Gar. Oh, here we go. It's live right now, right? Yeah, I think so. We're going right now. Yeah, here, just
I
pause.
need that link.
Well, here's the actual stream. Oh, I'm just gonna link it to you on AIM. Why am I doing that?
Oh, I turned Trillion off. Sorry.
Trillion sucks.
Yeah.
I prefer
I got no choice.
Pigeon. Pigeon is better.
Alright, it says live. So
Yeah, I know.
Modern time.
What's going on?
Oh.
All right, I linked it in the Skype, and I am posting it to Shatty Whip Camox board.
What's that? A tasty snack. You don't want to go and eat a snack like that. Greedy to eat all that.
What?
Metal Gear Solid makes your teeth go gray.
Oh yeah, that's right. That fucking video you like me. All right, let me see. Should we like try and sync it up? Because I don't know. If you're just gonna play a game, well, we should stream. If we're gonna watch Riding with Death, it should be watching it on this actually streaming Riding with Death instead of fucking the usual shit.
Yeah,
So
I've
we should save that for later.
I've summoned the furries. Here they come.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm not really sorry. Fucking
Oh.
the trailer.
Yeah, it looked pretty
Trailer.
cool. The Star Wars Episode 7, the first good Star Wars movie since
Prequel, sequel.
well, since Empire Strikes Back, really.
Are they adding? Are they?
Oh,
forcing in
you don't like
diversity?
Return of the Jedi?
Are they
Actually-
adding in a progressive stack?
Sort of. Yes, there's actually a trending topic on fucking Twitter to boycott Star Wars. Boycott Star Wars Episode 7 because it has a black guy as the lead.
What?
Yeah, it seems pretty dumb. I don't think it's even a real trend. It's one of those trends where like somebody was like, "Oh, did you hear about this?"
But somebody's
and then
already
everyone
blamed Gamergate.
Everyone blasts the fucking trend to like the top of the fucking trends because they're like, "I'm against this."
That's why it's trending. In other words.
Yeah, that's why it's trending, so everyone can pat themselves on the back, being like, "Ooh, this boycott's really stupid."
Hence the stress.
No one's supporting it. Not a single person supporting it. It's just
Who
one of
would?
those
Because
fake
he's
topics.
fucking Sexy black guy. Why would you not support that?
But he's not a werewolf. This fucking
Oh.
this intro is dumber than I thought. I
You
had no
didn't?
idea. I've never seen the fucking intro for this.
I've never
game.
seen it either. It's amazing how much work went into this dumb bullshit.
Yeah, it reminds me of the cutscenes from.
Is this echoing or not? Because I know I can't put on my headphones, so
It's
it's
not-
just
you're
broadcasting
good.
over my speakers.
I have no
You're good,
idea,
you're
but I
good,
would
you're
say no.
It's not. You're fine.
No, I just listened and
You're
there's
good.
no echo.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream, but I have it muted, so it's not like I give a
Finally,
shit.
yeah, Gamergate's already apparently taken. Gamergate and fucking Donald Trump is apparently responsible for the boycotting Star Wars because of the black lead.
Yeah, it's
Already.
MRAs also.
So this is just a huge joke.
If you call feminism,
I would no, I wouldn't.
Feminism a joke?
It's not a huge joke. It's I think what they call gaslighting, where you
Oh.
create like
Yeah.
a fake a fake outrage, and then you get everyone else outraged over something that never existed in the first place. It's what the Nazis used to do back in the before the actual World War II days, like the Bear
That's,
Hall.
yeah, that's what Kristallnacht was.
Yeah, it was essentially a fake outrage, and it was like, oh, look, the Jews attacked us, or whatever the fuck. The Jews blew up one of our fucking things. We need to go to war, and so everyone jumped on board. That's what
Wait till
social
they-
justice. They were enacting a form of social justice.
Ah.
It's
Are
exactly
you comparing
like,
social justice warriors to the Nazis?
No, because I would say the Nazis were nicer and more rational.
the
Oh
Nazis
my
had the
god.
good sense to fuck off.
Yes, the Nazis left. Social justice has been around since about the same time.
The Nazis
They
knew
think
better.
haven't seen gas lightning. Wait till they get a load of my gas. I got some fucking gas for
Wait
them.
until they get into the showers. There's some gas for
Yes.
them, motherfuckers. Motherfucker. Don't touch me, motherfucker.
What kinds of awful things are we talking about this time?
What we're gonna do?
Well, we were just talking about some awful things.
Yes.
What do you
Alt.
want?
They're called Jews, and they hate everything about you. Here's one of the cool fights that I kind of wish had. The other games needed more stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Fat
More
Man
boss
fight
fights like
sucks.
this, less boss fights like
Fat Man.
fucking Fat Man and the
Or
Star.
Vamp. Vamp was the shit. Vamp, I would say, is worse than Fat Man.
I was
Vamp is
okay with the
faggot.
Vamp fight, but the Vamp as a character is fucking retarded.
The fight takes place in like a closet, though. It's the tiniest
Yeah.
fight room ever. Like, look at this. This is on completely equal ground, processing power, and look how big this is. And it's this giant fucking tank spinning around, and it's got like 10 machine guns on it.
Like, look at this clever water buoyancy thing I came up with. Aren't I smart? I'm fucking. I forgot the name of Kojima. That's god damn it.
Kojima.
I'm off to a great start.
Just remember hideous Kojima, and you'll remember everything. Ouch.
Iwa Kojima. That's what it. Yeah.
Iwo Kojima.
Because his games are like a war crime.
The travesty against humanity.
And
Good heavens.
nature. Bomb him back into the Stone Age.
I'm afraid you're on the.
Bomb him back to the Jazz Age. And speaking of which, one of the things we didn't mention that was really shitty about Metal Gear Solid 2 is the soft jazz soundtrack that permeates every fucking scene of the game.
God,
like-
really?
Yeah, when you're running around in Metal Gear Solid 2, whether you're sneaking or stealthing or fucking it being chased or something, it's this weird, like, it's like acid jazz. And
Ew.
it's either slow or fast, depending on if you're
It's
in
like
danger.
acid techno jazz.
I would
Yeah,
rather
it's
be
really
immersed
stupid. It's
in
shitty.
acid than listen to acid jazz.
Yes, it sucks. It's the shittiest soundtrack. Like the soundtrack for Metal Gear Solid 3 is okay. It's not bad because it's sort of like spy movie-ish horns, that kind of stuff. It's not really jazz. It's more like a movie soundtrack, which is what MGS1 also kind of was. It was ripped off. The MGS1 soundtrack is literally just the soundtrack to Speed, but just slightly retooled. In fact, people have fucking like done comparisons where they're just the same fucking music. So, yeah,
I'm listening to it in my head.
yeah,
yeah.
it's the same shit. It's the same music.
Shit. It's the same
I have that comic of somebody saying, the MGS1 soundtrack and the Speed soundtrack are similar, and someone listens to it, and then right afterwards they blow their fucking brains out.
Well,
It's just
fucking Kojima fanboy.
Yes, it's like, why would you be surprised though? And it's fucking the entire game is pretty much one giant plagiarism of American action movies.
Don't fucking put your.
Which is okay. That's really
Yeah,
when
that's-
things
that's-
went wrong.
Yeah, when things went wrong is when he made it more Japanese, more anime, that kind
Where
of
the-
dumb
you
shit.
have like these ghost spirit things and shit.
Yeah, the ghost spirit was infesting his fucking Liquid's ghost spirit was infesting his fucking arm that was on fucking Ocelot. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever. Like, once I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck is?" It was ruining it. It just ruined the game.
It went wrong when love could bloom on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It's fucking.
You want
That really
all-
was a giant red flag that the fucking games are stupid. But the Fox dying stuff was like kind of cool. 'Cause it
I
was a
did like
decent
how
twist.
just Liquid just would not fucking die, and that was
Yeah, that was very Hollywood action.
But at least he did die eventually in the game.
Yeah.
As opposed
dead.
to MGS2, where it's like, oh, he's still alive, but he's an arm.
Yes, his floating magic arm will fly around punching people and controlling mechs or some shit. Like he was waving his arm around as he talked as Liquid. Like the arm itself was talking. It was so stupid. But hey, that's Japanese writing. That's you can't even really necessarily blame Kojima. You just have to blame the entire country of Japan and the entire race of Japanese people. Maybe Asia as a whole.
Japan's not a race.
Asia. Name this continent. Asia.
You know what? I think we should talk about something other than Metal Gear Solid.
No.
No. I was just thinking I was going to say something else about it, but you know what?
About Metal
Maybe
Gear
we
Solid?
should. Maybe we should just say, fuck it.
For our one watcher, we have to talk about something else.
But I did want to mention the soundtrack. The soundtrack to 2 sucks a dick. Soundtrack to 4 sucks too, actually. It's this ching chong bing bong Japanese shit
Oh
that's
yeah,
really fucking
very extremely Japanese. The more
For, like,
Japanese
the-
it is, the worse it is.
yeah.
Kinda
From
like
it's like
anime.
from the 1500s. Yeah, it's basically like anime. That's what. Well, anytime you make something like anime, you're making it stupider.
Is it more ching chong or bing bong?
I would say it's more ching chong because it's got the ancient Japanese drums and the fluty wooden
drums.
flutes and shit. And the fucking like Japanese large brush calligraphy fucking titles that say naked sin and just the shit that doesn't even make sense. It's just a bunch of fucking nonsense.
Oh, that's right. And all the
bullshit.
achievement or trophy, all the trophy
Yeah.
icons, they're all Japanese words. 100% of them.
Actually,
There's no
they're-
pictures of
Some of them are
things.
just Chinese. They're fucking Chinese bing bongery.
Well, I mean, I guess that's all right
Korean.
because it's a Japanese game.
Yeah,
but
I don't have a problem with that, but it's like way to try to be. It's the game has nothing to do with Japan though, and it's just like modern society and culture. Nothing. Japan has nothing to do with it.
stop being out of touch, Japan. You live on an island.
Yeah, in all the audio cassette briefings in Peace Walker, like half of them are like Snake and fucking Miller talking about talking about like the Japanese peace accords. Like anyone should give a shit. It's like who gives a fuck what the fucking Japanese did? It's like in the SALT 2 fucking Japanese country has signed a declaration. It's like who gives a shit? What does this have to do with Costa Rica?
Will that prevent you from raping Chinese people en masse like you did
Yeah.
in fucking World
They're
War
also
II?
Thank
gushing about
God.
fucking Che.
Oh yeah,
El
yeah, they're
Che.
fucking they lionized Che. They're like, oh, the great hero Che Guevara. It's like, oh, isn't that the guy who fucking exterminated a bunch of gay people for being gay? And it's a great
And,
hero.
Other than that, he accomplished nothing but being
So
just
he
a
would have.
douchebag.
So basically, he would have killed Raiden then.
Well,
But,
we can't fault him for that.
No,
Killed
well,
Raiden,
not
he will.
We
necessarily.
can
Killed
lionize
Kojima.
him for that.
Yes,
Killed Kojima.
but yeah, it's just all these people talking about how Che's. It's like basically a tech. It's like somebody who learned about history just from reading a textbook.
Yeah,
It's
like
like you
a junior high textbook from fucking Canada.
Yeah, exactly. That is what Kojima's understanding of the world is, with the Fulton recovery system, the fucking world politics at the time, there was something else from Metal Gear Solid 2 that was especially stupid. It was about I was thinking of it earlier and I kind of forgot about it. I'm still hungover from last night. The 2 beers. Got totally slammed on 2 beers last night. Ugh.
They're two
But-
triple X's though.
It's all right.
Yeah, they were triple X's though.
Triple X
Cheap
tall
date,
boys.
that's good. Cheap
But-
date.
Yeah, but it was just something like some kind of weird concept in Metal Gear Solid 2 from later in the fucking Big Shell game where like in the nature of understanding information, and it was like something to do with the arsenal. Oh wait, no, it was from the tanker. Actually, I had it completely ass backwards.
Arsenal gear.
The fucking tanker speech that the fucking commander gives when he's like introducing Ray. It's like, this new Metal Gear Ray will be a new Metal Gear. The only thing that can stop a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. Unless, of course, you're just Snake. And you could just shoot it with a fucking rocket launcher a bunch
Yeah.
of times. It's no problem.
Or just pile into the old obsolete Metal Gear.
Yeah,
kick
exactly.
the new one's
Just
ass.
kick its ass, literally stomp it with your fucking Metal Gear foot.
Grab it in your Metal Gear beak, even though you're sitting in the beak, and
Yes,
somehow
you're
not crush yourself.
So it would crush your own body. That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, the fucking
And your faggy roller skating robot pal
but
sitting next to
that
you.
wasn't even the worst part. The worst part by far was all this shit about how the Navy, like it was the Marines. We're the Marines, the United States Marine, and with our Ray, we're gonna do it. And they were talking about how they were getting opposition from the Army and the Navy. It's like the Navy is against us because it will make their fucking aircraft carriers
the
obsolete. And it's
Patriots
like
control
they're all.
everything. Don't forget the Patriots.
The fucking thing is, it's all the United States military. They act like the United States military is a bunch of separate countries that have like separate agendas that go against each other. It's
Yeah,
like,
they all kind of have to obey.
yeah, it's
Like
the
fucking
Patriots.
America, for fuck's sake. They don't do that. The Marines don't make fucking Metal Gears and shit. They hire that shit out to like fucking designers and developers and creating fucking engineers and shit. That's why they go to fucking Skunk Works and stuff. It's the people who make planes, and then the Air Force just buys the planes from the company. And it's not like Skunk Works is making this and the Air Force buys it, but we, the Marines, we need to fucking blow up Skunk Works. What? What kind of fucking idiocy is it? That's pretty much the understanding of fucking the military that Kojima has. It's like a fucking child understanding it. It's like, and then the Marines fight the army of the same country. It's like, what? No, they don't, you fucking idiot. It's
You have-
retarded. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. It doesn't fit. It's just made up. It's a child's understanding of fucking of the world as it is.
Then you have 12-year-old weeaboos who think it's
Yes.
so deep and meaningful.
And that's the thing. The only people who defend the games and their stories are fucking other 12-year-olds or people with a childlike understanding.
They're like
They're
they're
30.
all kinds of ranges. They're like from fucking age 20 to 30 to 40.
And V is pretty much 99% them.
yeah, 99% fucking Pokemon.
Yeah, they love
You go to
Pokemon
fucking,
and they love
beat
Metal
to
Gear
talk
Solid
about video
shit.
Sure, but
games.
Pokemon
You better
is great.
enjoy
Metal
rock,
Gear
paper,
Solid
scissors,
sucks.
motherfucker.
Pokemon is far superior to Metal Gear Solid.
Hope you like rock,
Is it
paper,
Dig-
scissors, because
Is it
that's what the game
Digimon better?
is.
Digimon's better.
Digimon,
Yu-Gi-Oh's
digital
better.
monsters, Pokemon
No,
are the
Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm
champions.
sure Yu-Gi-Oh's way worse.
Yu-Gi-Oh is for Asperger's people.
Yeah,
Suffer.
it's fucking look
As
at
opposed
just look
to
at the guy's
Pokemon.
hair. Just look at Yu-Gi-Oh's hair or whatever.
Pokemon is like crack, though. It's digital crack.
But you know what? I tried playing Diamond
It's
for like
bad
an
for you and
hour.
You shouldn't do it.
Exactly.
I
But you do
tried,
it anyway.
but I tried playing Diamond once, and it was like the most boring game I ever played.
Yeah, it was just like a regular JRPG or some shit.
Yeah, it was a JRPG where it's like you can capture monsters and make them beat each other up and kill each other for you. And I did that for like, a fucking hour. And I was like, so that's pretty much it, huh? And then I just fucking uninstalled it. I deleted it from my R4.
Oh,
You got it for free.
Yeah, I got it
Wasn't
for
worth the
free,
price.
and it still wasn't worth it. But
oh well.
the Pokemon Battle Royale Rumble Trainer, whatever the fuck, the free-to-play game on the 3DS, that one I kind of like because that's basically a Diablo clone.
You're murdering bushels.
Yeah,
by the
instead of
bushel fucking
murdering,
basket.
instead of killing demons, you're just killing other Pokemon with your Pokemon.
I do
It's
still
great.
love me some Diablo 2.
It was cool.
I do
Well,
still
not
love it.
anymore. I tried playing Diablo 2 again recently.
Yeah,
but,
it's
man,
hard
it's
to-
just out of date.
It's hard to
Mm.
play. Torchlight
wish-
2, I'm sure, is still Torchlight 2 is still better, but
No,
it's the whole
I
genre.
hated the fucking Torchlight games. I hated them.
because
That was the
get into
original
them.
developers.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is because Torchlight is all cartoonish and
Yeah, it's-
you
it's
don't
not-
have
it's not
the
bloody.
fucking you don't have the underground in the sanctuary where all the fucking rogues are torn
The
up and
rapes.
pulled apart and pieced
They're
in
naked.
pieces
It's
everywhere.
Why you hate
Pretty
Yeah,
them
like
so much?
heavily implying that the skeletons raped them to death. You don't have that in fucking Torchlight. The dark shit like that.
I mean, the
Skeleton
whole
dicks.
the game genre, the whole game genre style, the gameplay of it just kind of is boring to me. It's like I don't want to fucking work on randomly getting some gear and anymore.
I thought Diablo 3 was okay, but yeah, basically this is point and click. It's obsolete. Well, why play that when I can play Skyrim? I could
Yeah, exactly.
literally
That's
get
what I
into
prefer.
a sword fight. I get into a fight
spinning
with a dragon
my
and
fucking
swing my axe.
naked, sweaty, muscular orc chick will do a spinning backhand with an axe over some bitch's throat and chop her head clean off. Watch it bounce across the ground, and then go fucking chop a dragon in half.
Good heavens.
That is better than fucking Diablo 2.
Good heavens.
And then Fallout 4 is going to be better than Skyrim because, of course, it has guns. Guns are always better.
Skyrim is
No. Fallout sucks. No.
Fucking Fallout is great. Fallout 3 was great.
Skyrim is
3
just like
sucked.
no.
Hated
It's
Fallout
yet
3.
another fucking Elder Scrolls. Just yet another fucking generic fantasy universe.
Yeah, I don't really like
Do we
anything
really
that has
need
elves
another
in it.
generic fantasy universe? Meanwhile, Fallout's like actually interesting. Got a pretty fucking unique concept: post-apocalyptic,
It has
radioactive
guns.
wasteland.
That's the most important thing.
Civilizational.
It has guns. That's the most
It
important.
has guns.
A
Hated
plasma shotgun. That's what I want.
Hated it.
Well, I'm gonna fucking be buying
How
it.
can anyone hate
Sure.
Fallout?
A
It's
new
like one of
game.
the most inventive, enjoyable, entertaining,
And violent. It's far more violent than even fucking Diablo 2.
Hated it.
Hated it. You need to say it like those faggots from
Hated
that In
it.
Living Color skit.
We are hopelessly out of date now.
Remember when
Fucking
you could still,
in living color.
you could still fucking make fun of faggots on TV. That was the entire joke, was that they were gay. That was the entire joke of
And
this.
that they reviewed movies.
They're
Yeah.
gay and they reviewed movies.
They're my favorite part of In Living Color.
I remember watching that. The whole family would watch it. It was me, you, and mom, and fucking we would,
Delightful.
because everyone watched it. It was the show to watch.
You know what my favorite skit was? The fucking, or not on Living Color, but the SNL weekend update where
Yep.
Bill Clinton reviews, Murder at 1600, where somebody kills the president's,
It's
fucking...
the president's wife, and he's
no,
like, "I
they,
love
they,
this
they kill
movie."
the president's mistress. And it's like, this movie's horrible. You know what they should have done was kill the president's wife. And then he's like, to the director, "Mister, you should be shot and have your body dragged to a public park to make it look like a suicide."
Oh dear.
And then the whole audience is like groaning. And then he's like, what?
That was the Norm Macdonald era when Weekend Update was still good. Right after he left the show,
But my favorite
the
In
entire
Living
show
Color
went to
was
shit.
either Homie the Clown or
Homie the
fucking
Clown,
whatever,
sure.
Jim Carrey as a fireman.
Yes, Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah.
Fire Marshal Bill was a little over my head when I watched it. I was just like a little kid.
Him
But I
and
like it
Homie
better
the Clown
now.
were the only thing I got. I didn't actually get what the joke was of the men on film. I was like, who are these guys? What's with these guys? I don't
was
even.
10.
Yeah, exactly. I was
like
10
9
years
or
old, so I
10.
didn't understand what the point even was. Well, it
We're
was
so
just
ahead of our
okay.
peers, though.
There's
Nobody
also
else watched that shit.
Damon Wayans played that like the homeless guy who just like fucking
Why
show
the
off
fuck?
how he lived and shit. It's just weird.
Oh
Just
my god, I'm
gross
so
shit.
glad we're not talking about Metal Gear Solid anymore. I'm so
Oh, speaking
glad.
of Metal Gear Solid,
On that subject, I finally finished
No.
the fucking Metal Gear Zeke. By the way, which again is still superior to fucking
Metal Gear Zeke, well,
Metal Gear Rex. Definitely, he's already got a
Metal Gear-
railgun.
Rex, Ray, fucking all that shit.
Metal Gear Zeke already has a railgun.
Which all of them are inferior to the fucking Metal Gear that happened in the 80s somehow, which doesn't make
Yes.
any goddamn sense. Fuck you, Kojima, forever.
Why is Sahelanthropus better than all of these? I don't understand.
I don't understand.
But I also like how you can actually fight Sahelanthropus with just shooting it with a gun. You don't actually need a stinger to take it down. You could just whip out a machine gun. You can also call in airstrikes and a fucking helicopter gunship support, and all of them flying around and blasting the thing while you're also driving around in your personal fucking roller skating robot pal that has a fucking machine gun on it. That's
Ah.
kinda sweet.
Exhaustingly
Salmon
bad.
pink.
Exhaustingly bad.
I made my fucking Metal Gear Solid pink, or my Metal Gear Zeke was pink in my PS3 version. But yeah, and all that is the So all of that's the medic from the helicopter doing fighting the
Medic from the
Sahelanthropus.
helicopter is amazing.
That medic from the helicopters are fucking incredible soldier. Why do you need the Solid Snake Simulation S3 system when you can just fucking brainwash a medic from any helicopter into thinking that he's fucking Solid Snake? You don't have to make a fucking gigantic $1 billion fake oil cleanup shell and ship in crude oil and dump it into the ocean to perpetrate a hoax just to have one faggot with floppy hair and a skull suit run around shooting a few Russian soldiers.
Why the fuck isn't my Metal Gear
hate
Zeke
him
working?
so much.
He's Kojima is the and that's the thing. They took his name off the box, and it's like, well, who cares if his name is off the box? Because when I
He
see
was
a
so
Hideo
angry,
Kojima
though.
game, I know it's going to have a shitty story, but maybe a few good gameplay elements, handicapped by some really stupid shit, like usually punishing you by killing him. Like they used to punish you in MGS2 if you killed enemies. Like if you got caught killing an enemy, like they found a dead enemy, they would instantly go into alert or something. But if you only put him to sleep, they would just kick the guy, and he would be like, "Oh, I guess I fell asleep," and nothing would happen. So in that way, you're rewarded for not killing, as opposed to just being punished.
That's one of the things in 5. If they fucking find an enemy who's asleep, they know that there's trouble, and they will fucking come. They'll immediately send the alert.
Which makes a little more sense, at least, because it's like, hey, who shot a giant red fucking tranquilizer dart into this guy?
But at the same time, if
sleep.
you do shoot a tranquilizer into them, they don't notice until they fall asleep, and then they're like, "Oh shit, something's up."
But then
Pigs.
you can just put a fucking bullet into their head, and
Yeah.
they'll never wake up, which is
Yes.
great.
Hide the
As
carcass.
if you don't get punished for that. That's why in like the fucking and that probably is stealing from the Splinter Cell games, where it's like, hey, you can just fucking kill these people if you want, just fucking kill them.
Fifth freedom. One,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, fifth freedom.
I hate Kojima so much.
He is terrible. Here's a post that somebody fucking like people are so desperate to have our blog exist again that they're digging up like reblogs of our posts just to screen cap them. It's like, here's fucking, and they're like combining that. Apparently our blog was so good that they have to literally piece our blog together like fucking dinosaur bones and shit.
Ooh,
Like
Gamergate
shredded-
is a hate group, nothing
Shredded
more.
documents.
Yes, they're like taping shredded documents back together every way that they can.
Aren't
this
these
one.
people tired of being wrong? Like, just easily proven wrong. Aren't you tired of it, you fuckers? Aren't you yet? Are you tired of being this wrong all the time? Yet?
They're not. They're never gonna be tired.
You know why? Because being wrong and being proven wrong means they can pretend to be like, ooh, we're being oppressed, and they're oppressing me.
Also,
oh, it hurt my feelings.
Notice
Oh,
that our
God.
blog was like doing the digging of the collusion between like web comics people and the people who are running the industry and the people who are fucking running the comics press and shit. We're tying it all together, and it pretty much got ignored because people are afraid to even admit that they read our blog. Our blog was so dangerous and scary. They're afraid to even admit that they read it.
Are you a danger to yourselves and others?
We're just a
to
danger
ourselves.
to others. Just to others.
Our honesty and integrity might be a danger to ourselves.
Yes, that's the dangerous part. We're too
Good
honest.
God.
We're too nice. We're too honest. Too truthful. I still like the, even though Tank is a shitty artist who sucks, I do still like the fucking, Laylee busting the censorship bar with her fucking giant tits flopped out.
Why didn't he color that?
Because he's a fucking gay bitch. Gay fuel.
However, he was a gay bitch. He really should have done a better job on that.
Y'all remember, Tank was a gay bitch when he and his goony hair auditioned for American Idol.
Why would he audition for American Idol? Was he fucking gay?
What's wrong with Tank? Why
Wait,
is
did
he in?
really?
No, it's
Oh.
from it's from the fucking Clay Aiken, The Untold Story.
I would have actually bought that though.
Yeah, I could too.
Yeah,
I could
that's-
absolutely believe it.
Let's face it, we are talking about a fucking huge frigate.
It's
Poor
still on
Tank.
YouTube, I think. Fuck Tank, he sucks.
I was a little last time I was on. I was a little harsh toward
Shitty
Cool
ass
Mod.
Tank. Oh.
when oh, what was her name? When Pleb
Conservative.
Comics was on, I was like, fuck Cool Mod. He's a blah, blah, blah. I was a little bit too nasty. He is basically as bad as Gavin McInnes, though. I'm not going to take that back.
Well, yeah, I don't understand why anyone would still be a conservative these days. Just because and people are only conservatives because they're like, oh, liberals are so stupid.
Which they
Therefore,
are.
conservatives must be right. Yeah, liberals are so stupid, but the fucking fact is that conservatives are the exact same. They're equal. Isn't equality a good thing? Oh.
Not if you're
Oh,
Cool
he has-
Mod.
he has a
Should hang
bullet.
them from the equality.
The equality. That is good. We should hang them. Kill them all. Kill them all in slander. Kill them all and mute their ways. Here's I linked the Clay Aiken The Untold Story. This is an old YTMND, and it was posted in 2007. Holy shit.
Aiken for Clay.
I'm aching for Clay. But this fucking, it's like an edited, if you just Google or YouTube, search YouTube for Clay Aiken's Untold Story, it's this like goofy edited version of,
This interview where for some reason Diane Sawyer is like fucking,
she calls Clay Aiken a total fag right to his face. I don't know why
dear.
she would do that.
and then she just openly states all Southern people are gay.
Yeah, why is she say
Why is
that
she
right to
saying
Clay
this about
Aiken?
Southern people?
Why
Oh
is she saying
dear.
all this stuff?
Doesn't she care about the feelings of the fucking people from the South?
I mean,
Well,
Southern people
she
watch her
should be-
show.
Glad that didn't happen in England. She would have been arrested.
Yeah, exactly. Or Canada, she would have been arrested.
I wonder why no one in those countries is like, wow, this is bad. We should vote these people out.
They're
Why is
realizing,
that?
but they fucking like all the they vote for all the bad things. Like they voted to fucking ban guns. They voted for all this shit with them. They're letting it happen. They're just like, go ahead, Muslims all move in, and then they don't want to be called racist. So it's like, go ahead, and then the Muslims just
Yeah.
rape thousands of
Go ahead,
of
go ahead and gang
of
rape all those.
tiny girls, of fucking like 6-year-old girls. Muslims are just raping the shit out of them because like, they're white anyways. Who gives a shit? And then England just sits back. It's like, well, we can't stop this. We would be called racist for targeting, which is true. That is true, by the way. It would be like, oh, British cops are fucking
Yeah, I was watching
profiling.
the commentary.
They're
for the Wall.
profiling Muslims.
I was watching the commentary for The Wall. This is years ago.
The cuck wall. That's what the wall represents, being cucked.
But fucking whatever it was, Roger Waters was talking about. There's a study where 90% of British policemen are racist. It's like, really? Are they?
Well, racism must be correct then. Must be the correct thing to do
Well, racist against who?
against everyone else. Probably against other white people.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Good lord.
You can see why more British people are turning into fucking like Milo. Except they don't have the fucking safety to say the stuff that Milo says. Milo's gay, so he can actually get away with saying it. If he
Milo-
wasn't, he wouldn't be able to.
Milo is not going to be the big pusher for all this because he's got some weird Gavin McInnes-y sort of fucking religious.
Yeah, he still
things.
supports that kind of. He still
He's like,
supports
"Oh,
religion. He thinks that
yeah,
he thinks that
does.
there needs to be more prayer in church to fix some of this shit.
more prayer, more circumcision.
Yes.
That's what fucking
More
Milo
or
wants.
male genital
More men
mutilation.
need to man up and marry those sluts.
Yeah, exactly. Although I don't think he supports that necessarily, but that is what his fucking political faction supports. That's what Gavin supports, and it's not good. That is what is destroying the entire male gender.
Come on, Milo.
Someone in the chat mentions there's a story about how Syrian refugees in Netherlands were importing their underage wives, and the Dutch don't know how to deal with it.
There are people in the chat. Wow.
One person in the chat.
Hello, Ferdy in 1988.
But the solution, how to deal with that, is shoot them all. That's how you deal with that. Genocide.
It's the
kinda
only way
like
to be
that,
sure.
thing that
Doom from orbit.
the story of whatever the British in India, where the Indians are practicing suti, which is where the enlightened people of India will burn their wives to death.
The holy practice,
Whoa.
the holy, wonderful Indian people, the enlightened, beautiful native Indian people of India that evil England was occupying with a colonial oppression. So
Is this
evil.
why did they do that?
For fun, I don't know.
Is
So they
when
could
the
remarry.
fucking man, when the man dies, the fucking
Oh yeah, I've heard of I've heard of that. Go ahead, sorry.
basically because the woman is considered his property. The property is destroyed, including the fucking wife. So they just burn her to death, and so the people of England were like, well, if you do this, we're going to charge you for murder, and you'll be executed. And they're
Racist.
like, no, la 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 la, or whatever.
That's how they speak in India. They go,
They're drunken.
'Cause
They
that's-
made their drunken baby noises,
Yes,
but
that's the
somebody
language.
eventually spoke English and was like,
That's
"This
they're
is
beautiful.
oppressing
Their
our
beautiful,
fucking
holy,
natural,
enlightened
beautiful,
language.
holy culture. You can't do this." And
Their
it's like,
babbling
well, this is-
noises.
and then the English were like, "Okay, that's your culture. This is our culture.
Here's our
We
superior
put
white.
you to death for
white.
murder."
So they put a stop to that.
Yeah, and I
That
don't
was
think
cultural.
I don't
fucking-
think the Indians do
colonial
that anymore,
oppression.
but now they're fucking completely ass backwards. India's like one of the most feminist third world failed states
Pretty much
in the
every-
world today.
Yeah, like even South Africa is like, oh, ever since the fucking Dutch stopped ruling us, our country has really gone to shit.
You know, I've heard that a number of times. I mean, it can't always be untrue.
Apparently white civilizations are just more peaceful and better, I guess. Hey, I'm not the one saying it. Black people are the ones saying it. Oh well.
But they're
So-
also
well.
saying wherever
So,
I go,
more
I
about
must
Metal Gear
also
Solid.
rape.
No, no.
How about
Yeah,
more about
whereas,
how
whereas
Fallout-
every single fucking MGS game has shit about how America's evil, America's bad. The
Yeah,
villains
that's-
in this game is like a fucking American congressman is the villain of this game.
just like in fucking Revengeance.
Revengeance has like a stereotype cartoon Republican senator guy. Is like I
Who's
love
the-
him. I
who's
think he's
correct.
hilarious.
He's the good guy, really.
I mean,
Think about
I
it,
thought
he's good.
that character was hilarious, and I was enjoying the shit out of it. Like,
Senator Armstrong. And
Yeah, yeah.
And he has strong arms. That's
I-
pretty subtle.
like it worked
College ball.
in that case because it was so cartoony and wacky. Like all the villains are really wacky in that game, and I really liked it.
Pretty much all the fucking villains in every fight. They're all mustache twirling villains. It's just
Oh, but
depends.
they take themselves much more
seriously.
seriously in the main
Except
game.
for Big Boss, who is the main character here.
Yeah, he's actually the main character in this game. It's not some medic from a helicopter. It's actually Big Boss.
Yeah,
they've
this is the real
retconned
Big
it
Boss.
So that the big boss in the first Metal Gear Solid game wasn't actually the real big boss. So he wasn't.
He wasn't in Metal Gear Solid.
No, Metal Gear 1.
Or I mean, Metal Gear 1. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Shit.
But that also wasn't the real Big
Yeah,
Boss.
that was the medic from the helicopter.
I hate you, Kojima. Stop it.
Fuck Kojima. That was because apparently he thought First of all, what the fuck kind of name is Big
It's
Boss?
English. That's what it is.
Boss.
Motherfucking.
But they kept it. They fucking, especially one of the funniest scenes, the funniest stupid fucking scenes. I was gonna say it looks like you crashed, but the stupidest scene from Metal Gear Solid 3 is at the end when President Lyndon Johnson, the real life president Lyndon Johnson, first is going to shake his hand and fucking Snake refuses because Snake is a registered Nixon voter. But more importantly, is that President Lyndon Johnson says to Snake, "We hereby promote you from boss to big boss. We have the title of big boss." I'm like, no.
Please tell me that did no. That's
Yeah, that is
no.
how MGS3 ends.
That's how
the
MGS
big. That's the big triumphant ending. Is now. Oh yes, now he's finally big boss.
Finally became
So glad he
big
finally
boss.
turned into big boss.
Real life President Lyndon Johnson has promoted him to big boss, and fucking stupid, but also there's something else that was really stupid about it because it was like not just the refusing to shake his hand, which gets referenced in Peace Walker in a really dumb, drawn out, boring scene where Peace Walker's gonna launch a nuke. Oh no, and Peace Walker's always about to launch a nuke, so it's like, who gives a shit?
Pretty
launches
much
its
about to
missiles
launch a
against the
fucking
targets
nuke
in
3
Russia.
times in the fucking fight.
Oh, there's a floaty thing.
How'd this guy fall asleep?
But why would it attack Russia? Aren't they our friends now?
Yes.
The Russians are our friends.
Yes.
They were our friends during World War II. Why can't we be friends now?
And
I don't
also
want to be fucking friends with Russians.
a
They're
guy
sick.
made out of bees helped him in World War II.
The pain.
The
pain.
The pain. They're taking that so seriously too. It was the dumbest thing ever, and yet they were still taking it seriously.
Did they ever explain why he can control bees? I think I might have asked this already.
Well,
I-
pheromones, but also he's just made of bees.
Just made out of bees.
Just
I mean, hey, when you're made out of bees, you can control bees.
it's just at some point this shit gets really stupid. I mean, you can take it.
I wonder what point.
Well, the bees thing.
Conception,
I
perhaps.
suppose.
Perhaps at conception.
The bees thing is maybe going too far in a few places.
Like Invader, it was actually more dramatic and fucking satisfying in Invader Zim, where Zim was like, after we get you sorted out, Kerr, then I go to war against the bees. Just fucking. I like that show, even though it was for like gay girls or something. I don't know.
That's who's the main audience for it now.
That's the target audience for
Gay
Invader
girls.
Zim was gay girls, yaoi girls who think they're fucking hilarious because they're long
Wait,
random.
so
And they're
Invader Zim
shipping
has
they're
now
shipping all the characters from the show. Therefore, it's legitimate relationships, and you can't say otherwise, because otherwise it's triggering.
Yes,
So-
you're being othering.
So Jonan Vasquez is all okay with this turning into fucking Steven Universe. It's comic now, right?
Yeah, it's a comic. He's writing it though. He's writing the comic.
He should know better then, shouldn't he? It's fucking Jonan Vasquez.
Well, I don't think he has anything to do with the. You can't do anything about the shipping and stuff.
Well, I just mean he's not catering to those people, hopefully.
No, he's not. But I mean, the show's style
Okay.
kind of just inherently does, anyways. So the show was good. It was a funny show, but still, a bunch of the yaoi girls ended up liking it. Fangirls liking it, and fangirls suck. Fangirls are stupid.
I
Kill
like my
them in
fangirls
real life.
like I like my coffee. I don't like coffee.
Yes.
I like coffee.
Coffee.
Some coffee.
Well,
Mmm.
the point is, fangirls are fucking shitbags.
Fanboys are shitbags
girls.
too, of course.
Look up
Yeah.
Dr. Bees on YouTube. Let's look up Dr.
YouTube.
Bees.
Which show? Invader Zim. That's which show we were talking about. Talking
Dr.
about Invaders.
Bees.
Dr. Bees.
I remember
I'll
probably
watch
the
it
most
later.
valid criticism I've ever heard of Invader Zim is that all they do is scream all the time.
Yeah, that is true. I still like the show, but yeah, that's kind of
It's
true.
90% people yelling.
90% people yelling, but
I kind of like the screaming though.
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's funny stuff in the show. It was a funny show. One thing also was I remember MGS3 came out, and one of the unfunniest, like, sort of joke parody things on MGS3 was Crab Battle. Remember that shit? Boy,
I
that
didn't
was.
actually play it.
If you look for Crab Battle, you'll see it, and it's not funny.
I mean,
But
did they really expect me to play any more after 2? Seriously?
Well, because two
You're
was,
willing
I
to
think,
put
one
up
of
with
the
two.
biggest sellers in PS2 history.
You're
So
willing to put up
it
with-
clearly
Well,
It
it was a
is
trick,
basically-
though. They tricked people into buying it. No one liked 2. Nobody did.
People
Yeah.
will know. The fanboys still are like, ooh,
They'll
it's
fucking
genius.
it's.
I still
don't
hear
even
people say it's
uh,
genius.
It's not even a bullshit tolerance. It's just
Because
how
there's
s-
100%
how little
bullshit.
taste do you have?
And that, well, people
Do
who
you
fan
have
it.
good taste? Well, you're not gonna like MGS
Do
because
you
the most
like
cheesy
anime?
bullshit ever.
Do you like anime? Then you're gonna love this. Then you'll love our shit.
Or
You're
shit.
gonna love my nuts. Watch this. You're gonna love my nuts. Oh shit.
Fucking-
Is
We
it
have
good?
to talk about something other than Metal Gear Solid. We
Okay,
have
let's
to.
talk about Metal Gear Solid 2
Is
then.
there
No!
anything? Is there anything else in the universe?
Doish. Doish.
To
I just
do?
want to slam these guys.
Wait, are
against
you
the
playing
upside down.
Pisswalker? Pisswasser?
Pisswasser.
This
That's
is
on
your drive
the
drunk off
PlayStation
of beer.
Portable, right?
Yeah, this is a PSP emulator.
Ooh, naughty! You're freaking illegal.
That's
Illegal.
right.
But I mean,
Illegally
it was
gaming.
also released on the. Well, we played it first on the fucking PlayStation.
3.
Yeah,
3.
Oh, well then you already bought it, so you're
they
good.
released
you're good.
it in a bundle with 2 and 3 in
Yeah,
high
that's
definition.
Fucking listen to me. I don't give a shit.
The HD collection though was they released like 2, 3, and Peace Walker on like the same disc, and so I could replay 2 and 3. You know, because I haven't played them a long time. It's like, wow, the controls for this are so fucking stiff and hard and clumsy and
Why is the
fumbled.
aiming so stiff? Oh, it's not mouse aim.
That's right. It's not mouse, but also like they added the holding your gun out button is the exact same button as the fire button, which is as much of a mess as you can imagine. So when you try and hold up a guard, you also might accidentally shoot them. And there's no way to control that except by hoping really hard. Oh, you got a chick squad. But you have to hope really hard that you don't shoot them when you're holding them up. And sometimes I just shoot them anyways. In fact, on my recent playthrough of MGS3, when I finally got to the most agonizing failure of game development and design, that is the Sorrow fight, I walked past, because that's how you do it, is you walk past everyone you ever killed in the game. I walked past at least 20 guys who were holding their bleeding balls, because apparently that's how many guys I had shot in the dick to death in my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Haha. Oops.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes I would just hold them up, or like throw them to the ground and you shoot between their legs to make them shake items out, which is retarded. But like, I would then just be like, you know what? Let me get rid of this guy and just shoot him in the dick and kill him.
So Sargon almost got fired by social justice warriors, you guys. Sargon,
No shit.
I mean not Sargon, fucking Thunderfoot.
Oh, Thunderfoot, yeah. Did he get fired or did he?
No,
almost
he didn't get fired at all. They laughed and said, "We don't give a shit." Some
But I mean,
fat nasty
that's-
bitch on
That's
YouTube.
basically the end game for all social justice. Is
Yeah,
just
that is
silence
that is
or
literally
destroy
social
everybody.
justice. That's social justice. That's not social. That's not SJWs. It's not an abuse of social justice or social justice being used wrong. That is literally the purpose of social justice: is to get people fired from their jobs for their opinions. That's the definition of social justice.
I love not talking about Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
Did you
Metal
mention
Gear
Metal Gear
Solid. You know what about Solid?
Fucking the bitch who tried to do it to is this nasty old
Was
cunt.
she a fat? Oh, was she that walking skeleton with skin? Was she a
That was
fat
one of
whore?
them. Like
Fat
bright
cunt.
yellow haired skinny bitch who's like fucking Anita is like trying to do something important, and they're like
Yes.
trying to stop her.
That's the thing is that I saw his video. I saw
Hitler also
20
tried to do
minutes.
something important. Oh shit!
We tried to stop him too.
Yes. Well, yeah, we had to fucking shoot a bunch of those. They were actual social justice warriors, but they may have also been known as the German army, and we had to shoot most of them to death. We're not doing that today.
There's almost a stigma against calling somebody a Nazi, but when shoe fits,
Because
that
it's
means shit.
because it's supposedly too easy.
But
hey,
if
it's
they're
also
actually
accurate.
acting like Nazis, then if the shoe
That's because
fits,
other people used it wrong for such a long time. Where it's like
they called Bush a Nazi. Made it
they
sound
call
stupid.
everybody
just an
they
idiot.
didn't like a Nazi.
Bush was a dumb motherfucker. That's all he did wrong.
He was dumb, and he was still better than president than Obama.
Still,
He was
better
still
than
smarter
10
than
Obamas.
Obama. I mean, hey, Obama's fucking President Bush wasn't a furry, so hey, he didn't have a persona. After.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Fucking whatever. Furries are mainstream now. Nobody cares.
Well,
unless
especially
you
if the
fucking-
president's a furry, and the president also likes being strong.
Unless you
President
unless
has
you
his own
shit your
persona
diaper at a
now.
fucking furry convention, then people start to care a little bit. Don't do that. Don't be a baby fur. Those are gross.
Oh yeah, the baby furs shitting their diapers at the convention.
At the convention in the lobby in front of smiling children. Although who brings their children to a furry convention anyway?
Well, the children may have just
They
been.
probably think it's like
fucking-
Disney or something. The kids don't know any about
Yeah,
it.
they get tricked, or maybe they're just at the hotel, like someone's just visiting the hotel.
It's because all furries are basically pedophiles who want to rape and fucking mentally scar children for life.
and
Like
vivisect
I've
them.
fucking tried telling them, do not bring your children to a furry convention, and I got so much fucking venomous hatred for saying that. Like, it's not about yes it is. Yes it is.
Now, they
Yes.
actually fucking, you got venomous hatred for giving people good advice
Mm-hmm.
that they should be taking.
Because
but
it-
aren't.
because
As
you were-
usual,
Because you were persecuting them from
I was
inside
told-
the community.
I was 100% persecuting them, because if you take your children to a furry convention, you're a fucking idiot, and you need your children taken away from you.
That may have been what gave furries a bad reputation, is the whole crying persecution for people actually saying like common sense, correct things to do.
Yeah,
It's
don't
kind of-
do it in
kinda like
public.
social
This is
justice.
fucking gross, weird shit. Even I'm gonna say it's gross, weird shit. Don't do it in public.
Wow.
I keep
But-
hitting the space bar. I'm not cutting out, am I?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Why
Good.
would you be hitting the spacebar though?
Because I'm working while I'm talking. Ha 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 ha
Whoa.
ha ha ha.
You doing drawings?
I'm drawing hideous furry shit.
Hideous Kojima.
Hideous
Good.
Kojima.
I'm
You
drawing a
should definitely-
gigantic horse that's saying he loves to be strong.
Well, that's great then.
While
That's a good.
stepping on
Is he-
somebody's head or chest.
Stepping directly
balls.
on their ball sack. Their inflated ball sack.
Inflated with air though, because you can do that.
Nope, inflated with
Connect.
jizz.
Connect a fucking air tube from a fucking air pump thing into someone's balls, and you can just pump them up. I see it
Yeah.
all the time in my furry porn.
Happens all the time. If you're Dragoneer, you cannot have an erection unless someone's trying to
A
inflate.
combination of half dragon and half ear.
Half fucking human being. He's not a human being. That guy.
He's not
But
even a
We don't have. We don't have.
being.
We don't have to talk
He's
about
not
him.
even a
and we
human
don't have.
fucking being.
We don't have to talk about him anymore, and we don't have to talk about Metal Gear
You
Solid
have to
anymore.
talk about Metal Gear Solid,
Which is worse?
which would you say is worse?
Oh, I'd say fucking Dragoneer is
You
worse.
should
I don't
definitely
know.
draw. You know what? Speaking of like, let's change the topic. You should definitely draw Hideo Kojima as a furry.
Isn't he already though? His persona is bees. He
Yes.
controls his bees.
Persona is being electrocuted while pissing himself.
Yes, that's
Yeah, that's his
fetish,
fucking he is a My Little Pony that likes to
Just-
piss itself.
which is what most furries can get into that stuff. They're like, hey, that's pretty hot. These games must be good. I see a lot of furries defending the Metal Gear Solid series. They're like, oh, these games are great.
It's because furries don't have good taste. Oh my! Goodness.
Goodness.
So much cocaine today. The cocaine.
You just blew cocaine all over the room.
Rusty pipes.
Did you see what God just did to us? God didn't do that. You did it. You're a fucking narcotics agent. I knew it. Anyway, speaking of Metal Gear Solid.
Speaking of
No.
speaking of doing cocaine, Metal
You're
Gear
killing
Solid.
me.
Here's
How do
how
you
much
think the
pure
Metal Gear
cocaine you
Solid
would need
stories
to
were
enjoy
written?
this game.
How much crack cocaine do you think it took to write the Metal Gear Solid?
You're raping my ears with Metal Gear Solid. Literally rape. I'm literally raped right now. See what you've done?
Let's see. Benghazi panel just received State Department document dump 2 days before the hearing. The State Department just delivered nearly 1,300 printed pages of new emails from Ambassador Chris Stevens. Apparently, they're only now just receiving this, and so they won't have 2 days to read all this shit. What are the chances that this will fucking benefit Hillary Clinton?
What's this now?
The Benghazi thing, the thing where Hillary Clinton was personally responsible for Ambassador being killed.
The illegal activity perpetrated by Hillary Clinton.
Yes, where she
the latest
fucking,
one, you mean?
Yes, yeah, the latest one. There were a lot in the past.
I haven't heard that before. That's great.
Yes, but the fucking basically she hung out a few fucking I think they were Navy SEALs who were constantly requesting support, backup, extraction, something, and Hillary Clinton was like, no, fucking just leave them. And so they were left, and they fucking died. They were
just kind of like Janeway. She did it just to prove that she was in charge.
Yes,
not
exactly.
really for any good. I can't imagine a good reason to do anything like that ever.
Yeah, there wasn't a good reason, but she was just like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And she had to resign in disgrace, and that kind of gets covered up because she's not the fucking secretary of anything now. She is gone, and she has been gone for years after the shit happened.
Because of sexism and misogyny.
Yes, and they're trying to investigate it now.
The soggiest
and
of knees.
when they asked her for okay, we need these emails, as it turned out, she didn't have emails on a government server. She had a private server, which is illegal. That is absolutely illegal. And so they said, okay, this private server, give us your emails from the private server from when you were fucking Secretary of State. And she deleted them. And they were just like, okay, that's illegal too. And so they fucking had to seize her servers and try and undelete the emails and dig up the shit that she tried to all the evidence and shit that she tried to erase.
You mean her command incompetence?
Yeah,
Her
exactly.
Shocking command incompetence.
Yeah, she had as it turns out, she just had no idea what she was doing in general, but they also don't have...
Again, like Janeway.
Yes. Except, I would say possibly worse than
Yes.
Janeway.
Yes, Janeway only...
It's like when Jerry Taylor was writing the show, that's pretty much what Hillary Clinton, her job was like, under Obama. And remember, Obama fucking gave her the job.
Obama's the guy who's saying that women are being discriminated against.
Yeah, women are being paid
He's
less
the one
than men.
who's blaming men. He's blaming all men for things that are basically the fault of women and liberals.
Or don't exist, like he said that women earn 70 cents, 77 cents
the
for
wage
every
gap
man's
myth.
dollar, which isn't true. It's a complete lie. It's a hoax. It's a myth that's created by Obama's friends in the fucking the university system that creates a single false narrative that they brainwash the American public with, which is successful. They have successfully done that. I mean, just
He
look at the
probably-
fucking wage gap myth.
I mean,
People
he probably
believe it.
doesn't fucking know any better. He just read what was in front of him.
No, he knows better. He knows it's wrong. He
That's-
just doesn't
Yeah,
care.
that's shifting the blame away from him.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's good. That's just
If it was
bad, but-
Bush wouldn't know any better. Bush didn't know any better. He was too stupid. Obama knows, and he doesn't care, which is worse. It is worse than being the stupid Bush. Because it's
Stupid
more
one.
duplicitous and it's more evil. Legitimate evil.
Not
phony
wrong.
president.
Not wrong. Just evil.
Yes,
Or-
not wrong, just evil.
just eat.
That's what the liberals are. Whoa!
I can't believe you said that.
That's impressive.
That's libel.
And racist. It's racist. If you criticize Obama, you have to be racist. That's what Slate.com says. And
You're triggering
Salon.com.
me. Trigger. Fucking.
They both
See,
say it. It's two
can you
different
not
places that
see-
say it. It's supported. It's backed up.
Yeah, it's supported by two separate news sources, Salon and Slate.
I mean, most people. I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt. They fucking can tell when
Well, you shouldn't
Like-
do that.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
don't do that.
obvious when people are like, if you disagree with me, you are evil. I mean, that's very obviously bad. I mean, most people would recognize that, right? We're just gonna assume that most people are smarter than that.
No.
No.
All right, I mean, all right, fucking. I've lost my whole fucking. You killed my mojo.
Lost
all
my train
gone.
of thought. I've introduced him enough. Well, then let's talk about Metal Gear Solid.
No.
How much pure cocaine would you need? Oh, fuck.
Sure. Here's how much pure cocaine you would need to enjoy this movie.
There's a single four-letter word that
Fuck.
describes the problems with the plot of Metal Gear Solid.
Fuck.
Shit.
Shit. Garbage.
Piss.
Piss. The way he says piss.
Is great.
It's great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Oh, Gotham City Imposters.
I think it's possible that the fucking new Star Wars movie might be kind of great. Maybe.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting.
I have no expectations one way
Yeah.
or the other.
Try not
it's
to
the
have
safest-
expectations.
It's the safest plot.
Smug satisfaction.
It looks pretty sweet to
It
me.
definitely
I mean,
looks better than all the fucking prequels. I
Yeah.
mean, the
Yeah.
prequels were the worst atrocity in history.
They're complete. Yeah, it's like every dollar was wasted on that fucking shit.
I think it was Mike Nelson who said that they're the worst movies as far as
Worst movies he's
Um,
ever seen. The guy who got paid to watch bad
Damn.
movies said that they asked him, "What's the worst movie you ever seen?" And he said, "Star Wars Episode 1." Worse
You know-
than fucking
Manos.
Manos: The Hands of Fate.
I can probably get on board with that because of like the expectation.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
we've seen Lucas produce
exactly what he
something
said.
good.
He said, based on budget and expectation, they're the worst. Which is exactly what it is. That's exactly the problem. It's based on budget and expectation. Those movies never should have fucking... You know... I don't know what the fuck Lucas thought he was trying to prove.
He thought he was trying
He
to prove
failed.
that he was the
He
best
proved that
director.
he proved that he sucks.
He was
Like-
trying to prove that he was his movie is going to be bigger than Titanic, but
Fucking,
Can't
I'd
think
heard
of
he
Titanic.
tried to get some people to direct his movies for him. He tried,
it didn't.
but nobody would do it for some reason. I don't like.
It's probably a lot of pressure.
What?
I can understand that it was probably a lot
Who
of
would
pressure.
say? Who would say no? Come direct the next Star Wars movie? Yes. Oh, 100 times yes. Why would you say no to that? In the world, would you say no to that?
The world.
It fucking as successful and iconic as the Star Wars movies were. Why would Steven Spielberg say no to that? Why?
Well, he did say no to a new fucking Indiana Jones movie because he was done with the series,
He's
which
done
is
with
good.
this. He's done with this. I don't want to do these anymore.
Okay, fine, George. Fine.
Fine. Just that should be that's the only natural reaction to hearing George Lucas say anything.
Fine.
Fine.
I don't know. It's just baffling. Who in the world would say no to that? Everybody, one of them was like, "No, this is your thing." A couple people told him, like, "This is your thing. You should direct it." No, no,
No.
don't let him do that. Oh my goodness.
No.
No.
Oh, I don't know. That's just fucking baffling.
It's like trying to get Mike Pipper from Eagle Pant on the phone.
Yes. No.
Can I get a
Who's
Mike
that?
Pipper from Eagle
Mike
fucking-
Pipper. You don't remember Mike Pipper from Eagle Pant?
I don't.
He's the fucking grizzled old fucking guy from Final Sacrifice.
Oh, Rousdower, Rousdower.
But he wasn't Rousdower. He was Mike Pipper. He was the
Rousdower.
fucking
The
who's
grizzled
the,
old fucking
Who's the-
prospector.
Oh, the fucking Yosemite Sam sounding guy.
the,
Yes.
the
Oh, shit.
Yosemite Sam guy. That was Mike Pipper. And earlier in the movie, fucking Troy it asks the operator, "Can I get the number for a Mike Pipper in Eagle Pant?" And the
I don't
operator
know why
said,
Canada has a place called Eagle Pass.
"Call Eagle Pant." But yeah, but fucking the operator says no.
The operator just tells him no.
So operator just tells him no because he's such a fucking nerd.
He's such a little dweeb.
Yes, he's a fucking dweeb. No one.
I haven't read Tolkien in almost a week.
Haha,
Oh, I
joke's
better
on you.
get
I don't
back-
have any friends.
I better get back to my
Oh,
X-Men comics.
Oh,
buy
my
me
goodness.
buy me anything in there with Larry Zonka on it. I'll pay you. I will be the one to hold Larry Zonka down, kiss him so hard, I will take Larry Zonka's breath away.
Rostower, bippity boppity
Uppity
buzz.
Rousdower. Fucking, those are the best ones where they're just having so much fun
Yes.
hating on the movie.
It just
The movie was genuinely actually good compared to a lot of the other shit they watched.
Yeah, it's one of their-
It's
but
not a
when-
terrible movie.
yeah, it's one of the best. It starts off very slow, but the characters are kind of relatable, at least. Especially Zapp Rousdower. He's a great character. He's a great guy.
He is a genuine hero.
Yes.
And he's got like a tragic, dark past where he used to be part of this cult.
Yeah,
He's part of this evil cult. It's amazing.
he was one of them. You're one of them.
Truly amazing.
He's gonna take his bra out through his shirt. Oh, Rosdower's bra strap.
Oh, shit.
I'm Sherry.
The liquor stores close at 8.
I wonder if there's beer on the sun.
He's a deep thinker.
Yeah, he's a deep thinker. He's a thoughtful guy. He wonders if there's beer on the sun. You know, that kind of shit.
He has a bunch of recycling in his shitty old beat up truck. That is real squalor too. Again, that's the kind of squalor you cannot fake.
Yeah, you don't really see that in movies. That kind of really shitty, cheap living.
He's got a bunch of his recycling in the back of his truck along with a
Yes.
fucking clothesline because he's technically homeless.
This is no time for Zymergy.
Did. Alright, the Metachlorians thing. There has
Oh,
to
are we
have been
talking about-
somebody.
You know?
No,
you know
I'm
what-
changing subjects.
You know what? No, you know what Midichlorians reminds me of? Nano machines, son.
Oh my
Nano
God.
machines, nano machines.
Nano.
And remember when we thought that Vamp was just a vampire? And
No,
he
it
could
turns
run-
out, why is
could
he
run-
named Vamp? Because he's a vampire? No, it's because he's bisexual. Oh, that's the reason.
Because he's a fucking sexually deviant piece of shit.
And therefore evil, which is for sure.
But also he can run across water, and he can
That's-
survive a bullet directly to the head.
But that's why he's called Vamp, because he's bisexual.
My God. Fucking.
And Raiden was like, ew. And fucking Snake was like, hey, you think he cares? You think Vamp cares about what you think of him? Just because you think he's a faggot and you're disgusted? Why? Who are you to judge Raiden? You're fucking Raiden.
That's true.
But now he just now. But now that was Raiden, the first Raiden game. Now Raiden came back from the war and he's just an eyeball,
He's just a fucking the top of his skull, and it's wonderful.
which is pretty much exactly how Carl described the Metallica song "One."
It's what he deserves.
Yes, he came back from the war. He's just the top of a skull now. Which is supposed to be the horrors of war, is it? And how did that happen? Did I skip that cutscene 1,000 times in a row in Metal Gear
It
Solid 4?
happened fucking between games. There's no.
Happen
There's
off-
no.
That's the best way to do it, is if have it happen off screen. Why would you want to see that? I certainly wouldn't. Who wants to see that? Who wants to see the action and things that actually affect the characters that you're going to be staring at for fucking 9 hours?
It's kind of like that Devil Hunter Yoko anime.
Oh yeah, it's fucking. You don't want to actually see her naked, do you? No.
You don't want to see her getting fucking split
her,
apart.
her fucking split arse.
Her
Jesus.
axe wound.
Her
Well, what's the
axe
best
wound.
one? Axe wound? Or
Her
that awful wound?
That awful wound, my dear Christopher. I just don't see how you could. Well, now you can't see because it's anime, so they're not going to actually show it. That fucking. I like Devil Hunter Yoko because she's cute and she's like, go ahead, adventures, but she also wants to suck a fucking big dick. But then she
And
never
there's
gets.
lots of sexy Riona, or near Riona anyway.
Yeah, her getting fucking almost getting.
Considering
just
it's late
ass.
90s. Considering
Yes.
it's late 90s anime.
Yeah, she gets her
Good
fucking.
God.
She gets her fucking. Her cool fucking action dress chopped in a bunch of suggestive ways, like between her legs and across her tits. It's like, oh no.
Almost, it
Don't
basically has
split
her.
tits.
She has her fucking nipples fucking pierced by a sword.
Yes.
Haha.
My spine is pierced, and I'm totally into Satan.
What
Oh
was
my
that other
God.
one?
What?
That was from Tenacious D.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to
From-
think though. What was that one?
Flarna is an angel in the sky. She brings a teardrop to my eye.
What was that other one that is like the Legend of Lemnir? I think, where that one was Extreme Riona Guro.
Legend of wasn't that Lion Flare or something?
No, Lemnir is like this. Oh, she's a fucking. It's kind of the same, but basically she's like, oh, she's the legendary warrior of legend.
She's
And
the
she's going
greatest
to
warrior,
defeat-
but well, let's watch these demons dig around in her intestines for a half hour or something.
Oh my
fucking.
God.
What is it called?
She gets mind slaved to some fucking.
Oh, Legend
Evil
of
guy.
Lemnir. Okay.
I remember, like,
I
in
don't
the
think I've ever
beginning,
seen
she's
this.
like a very powerful. I remember we rented it, but she's
Well,
like
here it
very,
is on
very
YouTube.
empowered, noble fucking female warrior lady who gets mind slaved to being some guy's harem whore
Yeah, well, so much for the great,
immediately.
great, fucking wonderful, powerful warrior soldier chick. It's like, oh no, now she's sucking an orc's giant dick. Here it is on YouTube.
Well,
I
then
fucking
the
looked
end-
at it.
Good
The
God, they
end
put it on
fight-
YouTube?
Is it on YouTube? I remember the
Is
end
it
fight is literally
graphic?
a bloodbath. She literally gets killed. Literally gets killed at the fucking end.
Boobies.
Is there going to be some tits in
Well,
this?
Boobies,
yeah.
yeah.
There are, but yeah.
There's
it's
a whole
on
room
YouTube.
full of them.
This shit's so 80s, where like everyone has fucking like permed hair and shit.
You know, this is when anime was good. Back when
I
they
don't
didn't
know.
give a shit.
The short while between fucking Speed Racer and Sailor Moon
Yeah,
and fucking Pokemon.
before Pokemon and Sailor Moon ruined it. But Sailor Moon
Ruined
was
it.
still fetish fuel. It's clearly made for like women who sort of want to be lesbians but also want to be raped by giant dicks. Because
There's
they're
a lot of Riona
constantly
in that.
being
There's
assaulted.
a lot of
Yes.
Riona in fucking
It
Sailor
almost
Moon.
invented the fucking genre of Riona because every episode had the Sailor Moon chicks getting their asses beat
They
and
get
their
their
asses
shit-
literally flying into the
They
air.
get their shit pushed in.
Yes.
Awful fucking noises the Japanese women make.
Oh yeah.
Awful
Yeah.
goddamn
They're
noises
like
they make.
hyperventilating. I can't listen. I can't actually
Shrieking.
listen. Oh, she punches a guy right in the face in the fucking first 5 minutes here.
Yeah, because she's a very strong, empowered woman who don't take
She's
no
a
shit
tough chick.
from men.
Oh, she's
Up until the point where she gets mind slaved and is fucking physically molested, basically
Oh,
raped.
the
basically
bartender
she
has
gets
a red and Tumblr
Mind
nose,
raped and then literally raped.
which is good.
Literally raised.
Someone says it was created by the same person who did Plastic Little. And then I think somebody
Oh, yeah, the
released
Plastic-
Plastic Little.
Plastic Little, where a 14-year-old, you get to see a 14-year-old girl completely naked.
Giant tits.
Gross. What the
And the
fuck?
fucking the 18-year-old girl jealously grabs her tits and squeezes them like, "Oh, I can't believe you have bigger tits than me." In the shower scene, it's pretty hot.
I think they're both 14, or rather, they're
No, the older. There's one
17
that's
or
the smaller.
some shit. Oh, the fuck.
Fucking stop it, Japan. Just stop being gross, alright?
Make
Just
them
fucking
12.
stop it.
Make them 12. It's better.
Stop being fucking nasty, Japan.
You don't have to watch them talking about their tits when they have none.
I really, I can't.
It's pretty. You
Fucking-
know what this reminds me of? Metal Gear Solid. This is
no.
pretty much the same level of storytelling and characterization and writing and all that shit.
I just
It's
know
cheesy.
This is the same music as in MGS5 when it's launching a mission. I didn't remember that.
Oh no! That giant black dude is fucking raping the shit out of this bitch.
Stop it, Japan. Just fucking stop it.
I wanna see more Terraform Mars where the fucking giant black cockroaches, literally cockroaches, are just ripping girls, literally ripping girls in half, just carrying their ripped in half torsos around. Oh, she beat up the black guy off
Oh,
screen.
she's empowering. Oh.
She's empowering and then she's not. And
No,
then,
no,
and
that's
then she isn't.
Oh, she's immediately, it's like a few minutes later, she's immediately in this guy's harem and just strips her naked. And she's just staring like a fucking zombie. That's
Very
pretty nice.
empowering.
I'm gonna download this right now.
But the ending was particularly empowering.
Yeah, she gets her cunt empowered in half.
Good God. Good Lord.
Good lord. You don't you're not married, you don't have a girlfriend, and you've never watched anime? Good lord.
Good Lord. Captain Picard, don't act so surprised.
Yeah. Don't act surprised, don't act offended that no one's watched your gay show. You want
Oh,
Broadway.
it's Captain Picard.
Oh. He's just an old weirdo.
Well,
I've seen everything.
seen
He has seen
seen
everything.
everything. Fucking, I'm worried about, because he's big on like the women's shelters and things like that. I'm worried.
Shit.
That's
That
bullshit.
fucking-
That shit's bullshit.
I'm
Just
really
not much
worried that
bullshit.
he's gonna wind up going full social justice warrior. I'm worried about that.
Well, they're
Don't do it.
Hollywood. They're fucking actors. What else are they?
Don't do it, Picard. I love the Picard.
I love the Picard. My father loved the Picard.
How dare you?
How dare you?
You dirty his name, but you speak it, Picard.
The Picard.
I hope not. I hope that doesn't happen. Don't
Well,
fucking.
he's old, so he'll do that or he'll die or
This
both.
is kind of like that, what was it, the episode that, it's the riff tracks. The riff tracks of fucking X-Men.
Oh. Yeah, it's like, we'll back
God.
up the money truck to your house if you'll lend a little bit of legitimacy to our comic book movie. What do
no,
you say?
it was when
Make it
fucking,
so.
it was fucking when, Magneto was like talking about America. It's like, there's no peace in this country.
It's
It's
like,
like, alright, we'll let you marry your boyfriend.
holy shit, this chick is getting fucking blasted with giant bone spikes. And she's getting hit with fireballs. She has a giant bone spike ripped through her arm. She has
Yeah,
to
it's
pull it
great.
out. She's fighting a giant two-headed dragon, and she's just getting her ass fucking kicked.
Just getting her shit pushed in.
It's very
Like,
empowering.
kind of like a woman really would be.
Yes.
Until the Deus Ex Machina. There will be a Deus Ex Machina.
Oh shit, she just got her femur pierced. Oh no, well, she's completely defenseless now. She's just standing there.
no!
Oh shit, she got ripped right through the chest. Oh fuck. Just blew a giant gaping hole in her chest.
Yeah, she's dead.
It literally just cannonballed her heart right out her back. Well, there's blood everywhere. There's just
Yeah,
blood
it's
over
pretty
her
it's pretty grisly.
She's,
I'm personally
she's
not
dead.
a huge fan of the gore.
Yes, not too
That's-
into that.
that's
I
wrong.
just like seeing them get punched and that kind of stuff.
It's wrong. Is that what you said?
Yes.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. That is wrong.
She doesn't have a heart anymore. The camera's staying on her as blood drips from her fucking eyes and shit.
I hate you, Japan. I hate Kojima. I hate
Oh, this isn't
Japan.
bad so far. This is pretty good.
Wait,
It's a little
wait,
bloody,
did you
but-
just say Kojima? Because you know
Kojima?
what?
No!
As a matter of fact, that reminds me.
No!
You know what really sucked in MGS3 was fucking when you climb up the ladder.
Everything.
Everything. But you climb up the ladder. Oh fuck! Wow, this is an incredible ass pull. She literally had her heart blown out her back, but all of a sudden, the giant hole in her chest is now glowing, and beams of light are shooting out of her, and she's getting back up.
Fuck you, Japan.
Yeah, that's stupid. But the part in MGS3 where you're forced to fucking climb a giant ladder as this gay, shitty, fucking soft jazz pap. Like, you wouldn't listen to it if you were in a fucking elevator. It's so bad.
It really is like elevator music.
It's elevator music. It's shit. The fucking soundtrack to the whole series is elevator music. But that is the Snake Eater theme, which is a cappella, as you're climbing this giant fucking ladder. You can't skip it because you're playing, so you have to climb the ladder. You have to fucking do all this
It's a song
shit.
about eating tree frogs, and
Yes.
people have treated it like it's brilliant.
People treat it like it's fucking the Beatles. Which the
It's
Beatles is better than anything
It's really
Japanese
about
have ever
eating
made.
tree frogs.
Yes. It's well, hold on a second. I can look up the lyrics for you.
No.
Yeah, one of the lyrics is something
I'm
about
like
dining on a
whining
tree
like
frog.
a child because I can't take it anymore.
Kojima are you saying Kojima really has that effect?
Yes. Is literally triggering me.
Literally AIDS.
Here's
literally
the lyrics. Like the second verse says, "Someday you'll go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive for the day we see new light." That's fucking. It says you'll feed on a tree frog.
It's kind of English.
Yes, but it's not a good song. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's really a bad song, but it's not good. It's
If you want a
shit.
good song from the fucking Migos soundtrack that has lyrics, I would say Nuclear, which is for 5.
It's from 5, yeah. Isn't that like a metal or a rock song? But that's really
Yeah, it's like a rock
is
song.
that's like a fucking a Nickelback song, which is
Yeah.
still a step up from like Japanese soft jazz shit or acid
Yeah.
jazz.
Yeah.
But yeah, Japanese music, it's just really not really as good. Except like there's some game themes that are really good. But
Sure.
they're in a video game kind of a fruity way, which is, fine. It's like, Level 47, I wouldn't say is a great band, but they have some good fucking pop songs. Or fucking Lil River Band, or, Journey. Journey has some good songs, but I wouldn't call them a great band.
I don't know.
Someday love will.
Yes, it's a great also great song from the end of Escape 2000, also known as Leave the Bronx. I guess everybody
Hey,
left the Bronx.
The original title of the movie was Leave the Bronx.
Which is a great title for a movie, by the way.
Triggering.
Yes, it's very triggering, very ethnic and othering. It's ethnic.
Even though there's not a single ethnic person, aside from Italians.
Yes,
What
it's,
is-
Plus,
of
he's that guy.
Italians.
Donald Pleasance, that's his name, the president.
It's not that
Isn't it?
movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Escape from New York.
oh yeah, Escape from New. No, that's well. Escape 2000 is a huge ripoff of Escape from New York. Escape from New York's a far better movie, and also better musician than Japanese musicians. John Carpenter.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, he did. He
shit.
do
Is
a
he-
bunch of the music from.
He did pretty much all the music from most of his movies, from like Prince of Darkness and
Did Ennio
Escape.
Morricone actually do some of the music for The Thing, which is like one of the most minimalist
Oh.
soundtracks ever?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like. Doo.
I forgot. Yeah, it's like nothing. Ennio Morricone is a great pop musician and a great composer, one of the greatest in movie history. Fucking
And he
did-
knew exactly what to do for that movie too.
Yes, which was almost nothing, which is incredible. Because, like, when you think of Ennio Morricone, you think of these big score, like,
Is that how you
Bad
say it?
and
I've
Ugly.
never known how to pronounce that.
Ennio Morricone, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Morricone?
pretty sure. I mean, he is Italian, so it's pretty much like that. But
It's an eye tie.
yes, it's like my Mr. Corleone. Corleone,
Is there a John Luck?
John
Pickard
Luck
here?
Pickard here. Johnny. Oh, his friends called him Johnny.
Ah,
It's one of the best episodes ever.
Yes.
no.
Yes.
One of the best episodes in the history of the entire franchise.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the story. I hate I hate fucking time travel stories in general. I
Well,
can't
that
stand.
one's technically not a time travel story. I think it's like just
It's
a big
like
fake out.
the quintessential time travel story.
But there's no actual time travel. I think it's just a fantasy. It's literally he's like, here's a fantasy of what your life would be like. He even says, this will never have any fucking interaction with anything else in history. So I don't think it's actual. Not in the way that like the Qs could do that, of course, and maybe that's what he was doing. But ultimately, he reset all of it. None of it actually
just
happened.
Q kind of fucking with him because
Yes.
Q's awesome.
But it was fucking with him in a good way, and it actually had some backstory throughout the rest of the. It was one of the only things that was like foreshadowed in the history of the fucking show, which is actually weird. Because he
I think it's clear that they had no intention of. Somebody just
Yeah.
put it. It's like a season 2 episode or something.
Yeah, some season he's like on a shuttle pod with fucking dumbass Weasley Crusher, and
The
he
worst
mentions
person ever in real life.
worst person ever.
I thought the character was annoying. Holy shit.
The real person's even worse.
He's such a fucking little pussy ass weasel douchebag.
He is a real cunt.
My
like,
God.
And Wesley Crusher's pretty bad too.
Oh, I see what you did there.
The character though was so. I remember seeing the character and just hating
That's
the
Gene
show.
Roddenberry. That's like 100% Gene
Yes,
Roddenberry.
that's pure Gene Roddenberry. That's entirely him. It's entirely his fault.
The thing is I was like just a little kid when I was really into Wesley Crusher because I was a little kid and he was a little kid. No,
I was a
not
little
just-
kid and I saw Wesley Crusher and I hated the entire show.
I mean, I wanted to
Instantly.
be Wesley Crusher because he got to ride around.
I
on the
wanted to
Enterprise and
see
shit like
Wesley
that.
Crusher impaled on a stick.
Oh,
there's
you
an
got
episode.
to.
There is an
There's
episode.
in fact a
something
pretty
for
early on episode where you
That
get to do
episode sucked ass too, though.
It's fun bad. It's awful bad though. It's
The episode where it's like Q is like everyone can get a wish, and fucking Wesley's wish is to be a giant gay dude.
Yeah. That's what he. That is 100%
a
accurate.
hunky Bera.
Yes, it's sort of like Thomas turning into a werewolf, except, I mean, I'm sure they both enjoy having a lot of strength.
They do like being strong quite a bit. Yes.
Being strong is the thing that they like.
Strong.
Strong. They're both strong. They like it. Hey, who
Sure.
wouldn't like it?
Should have named the fucking video that.
Strong?
Strong.
I love being strong. Where's my supplies, damn it?
Supplies.
There they are.
Werewolves about to change forever. The history of werewolves. The reality and existence of
It's
werewolves.
a big claim.
First,
Can you back that
Good
up? You care
werewolves.
to back that up?
I got the bruises to prove it.
the
No,
very
I mean
first
dead ass.
werewolf
Back
story.
it up.
Yeah, Forge has read it, and how would you say it compares to something like, say, Lord of the Rings?
Oh God, Lord of the Rings is garbage
Oh,
compared to this.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Garbage.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. That's just what the readers are saying. Hey, that's just what the readers
That's
are
what the
saying.
fan base is saying.
Fan base is saying, the fan base so far is saying that it's better than Lord of the Rings.
Fan
I mean,
base is
hey.
correct.
There's no reason for me to doubt them. Hey, it's not my opinion.
It's not, yeah, you'll have to decide it for yourself.
Yes,
I'll have
for
to take-
$2.99 on Amazon.
Oh, did you put it up?
No. I'm still waiting. I mean, said you were going to send me some notes.
I
Time
do
for-
have some notes. Yes.
It's time for some serious.
Having said that, I do have some thoughts.
But I mean, I still kind of think that's basically right. Like I could put it up right now, and it'd still be better than every single werewolf book ever written in the history of written word.
All right.
Accurate.
Yeah,
That is accurate.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That
know
is
what?
accurate.
There's something else I forgot to fucking mention, which is that this Peace Walker, the AI is the boss from MGS3, just for some reason.
Oh yeah, completely pointlessly.
By
It's
the
the
way.
most pointless thing.
Oh,
And there's butterflies flying around because of that.
it's so bad.
It's got a butterfly stamped on it. Did I ever tell you about what happens to Paz in MGS5? Because I did that part where she
mean,
shows up again.
She gets raped with a bomb. They put a bomb in her cunt, and the medic from the helicopter personally pulled the bomb from her cunt before he became Big Boss's brainwashed clone.
See, I don't even know if you're kidding or not.
It's in
Why would you think we were kidding?
In Ground Zeroes, like in MGS5 Ground Zeroes, which is like the little prequel demo preview of MGS5, you rescue Paz, even though she betrays you in fucking Peace Walker.
She ends up betraying you, taking over Metal Gear Zeke, trying to launch a nuke, and you have to fight her on Mother Base.
You have to fight her piloting Metal Gear Zeke, so you have to destroy Zeke.
She was secretly pretending to be retarded the whole time.
Yes, she was pretending to be a 13-year-old girl, and you see her in her underwear and stuff, and it turns out she's not actually 13 anyway, so it's okay.
I think she is 13. So
no, she says she's like fucking 20 or something in one of those tapes, doesn't she?
Does she?
Yeah, she says they all think I'm a 13-year-old girl, but I'm way older actually.
Here's a good question. Here's a really good, pertinent, relevant question. Why is Japan so gross? Why?
We bombed them back to the jizz age.
Why do you gotta be gross, Japan?
Well, I think it's like Germany. It's like they culturally they were so raped culturally. It's like an actual rape where it's like we have taken all of their power, the power away not only from their people but from their culture.
That they had orgasms,
and they're still they're still traumatized
to this day.
Like they compare everything to nuclear war, like all the tapes of like the background information in Peace Walker is like. Then the nuclear war armistice treaty. It's like, who gives a shit about nuclear fucking stupid ass shit?
Nuclear treaty that's by some country that doesn't matter.
Yeah, just like the French nuclear weapons. And it's like, who cares? Just like, and they're constantly bringing up like Japan's National Defense Force is really and Kaz was in the fucking National Defense Force, and he's like, I left because. Some stuff. Yeah, it's like, who cares? Japan has no bearing on the fucking world governments.
Except for the Walkman.
Yeah,
they failed to get us at Pearl Harbor, so they got us with the Walkman.
Yes. Right. Hideo Kojima will not be joining us in having talent for the rest
of his life.
I read about him in Forbes.
I read about him in Time Magazine.
Yes, his Asian Dawn. I read about them in Forbes. That's how he fucking Hans Gruber is better person than Hideo Kojima, and Hans Gruber is a fictional character.
He's a more interesting character than Big Boss. Oh
yes.
Shit! I just said it.
He's also more effective.
Big booze.
Yes.
Oh my God! You said it. You said it.
Now it's sad. It is sad. Yeah, but it's just they're constantly trying to compare everything that happens in the game to like what Japan has done, in in the 70s.
Except for what Japan did to China.
Yeah, that never gets brought up. That never gets mentioned because, of course, Japan is still trying to wipe that out of history and pretend it never happened. Even though it was worse than the Holocaust, they killed more fucking Chinese than the fucking Nazis killed Jews.
Which is less than 6 million.
Yes.
6 gorillion.
Yes.
6 gorillion.
They killed maybe 2-3 million Jews, and the fucking Japanese killed, I think, 10 million Chinese civilians.
10 million red Chinese dead.
Well, they weren't red yet.
Red.
I think they became red after.
They became red in the sun.
Yes, they joined themselves in the sun and became red.
For the rest of their lives.
For the rest of their lives.
Which wasn't long.
No. It certainly didn't last long. And then, so while fucking China was fucking communist, so was Russia. And boy, that did not turn out well for either country. Lots and lots of dead people.
Oh dear.
Communism actually killed more people than fascism.
Communism is bad, actually.
Yes, okay, communism's good. That was from...
Communism's better.
Communism's better.
Space
Children.
Yeah.
The MSTVK episode where, like, these fucking... The children are taken over, like, sort of taken over by aliens, but the aliens are trying to
stop a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, they're trying to stop the Thunderer, which is the new American nuclear missile launch thing. And so they blow it up.
Did we even mention the drill missiles yet?
Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking stupid ass Peace Walker fires drill missiles, which are just big chunky missiles that drill into the ground, and then they drill back up near you if you're not running around enough. So the point is to keep you moving.
And they explode with the power of about half a grenade.
Yes, exactly. But they're fucking like 200 times bigger than a grenade.
I hate it so
They're the
much.
chunkiest, most worthless self-defense weapon. The better self-defense weapons are just the regular missile
And then
launchers.
Peace Walker also has a beam that freezes people if it touches you.
Yes, which is more effective than the
That
drill
and
missiles.
drill missiles.
What year is this supposed to be taking place in?
1974, I think.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. How is it so advanced?
Here's the AI pod that contains the fucking consciousness of the boss.
Yeah, and you pull out each individual board. There's so many references to 2001 that at some point the characters actually talk about the movie 2001.
Yeah, there's a character
Like,
named
did you
Dr.
see-
Strangelove.
Yes, which is a fucking. She even just says she named herself after the fucking movie, which is dumb because
There's
she tortures you.
references to 1984 in MGS5 because it takes place in 1984.
Even though fucking Japan was more like a society like 1984 than fucking anything else.
It was bad.
This
for
is
sure bad.
really, really stupid. All of it.
I hope there are people who are listening who like us talking about MGS5.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy us talking about
We've
MGS
got to
games.
stop. I'm going to
You're gonna-
lose my mind.
You know what's better than the Metal Gear Solid games? Fucking
Everything.
Werewolves. Everything. Werewolves, though. Fucking Laylee, better character than anyone in any MGS
They
game.
sure are.
But
Laylee
no, that
is
would be
fucking
sexual objectification. of
She's
women.
very objectified. She's also a squirter. Didn't we mention that?
Shit.
She's
Oh,
fucking.
shit.
Which is just, apparently, it's just piss.
It's
Isn't
just women pee. That's all
Female,
it is.
female ejaculation.
Are you saying female ejaculation's a myth?
Yes, it is.
Are you saying the
gross.
female orgasm is a myth?
You're filthy degenerates and stop it.
There's squirties. I got some. I heard about your mom in the street. Jesus, squirty. That was from Kenny versus Spenny. It was Kenny actually says that to Spenny before he actually goes on a date with his mom. It's fucking, I heard about your mom on the street, old buddy, old pal. And Spenny's like, yeah, what did you hear? And he goes, she's a squirter. And Spenny's like, my mom's a squirter? Just fucking, he's like horrified. That show is fucking, I don't know if it's real or not. I don't think it's really real, but it looks real. Because it's supposed to be like a fucking Jackass, except it's two friends who hate each other, who fucking are constantly challenging each other to bets. And Kenny just cheats at almost all of them, so he wins most of the time.
I should watch this show.
It's very, very fecal.
Yes.
Very, fucking.
It's
It's
gross.
very dirty.
It's grody and dirty, but it is pretty funny. It's on Canadian
Dirty?
TV, though, but it's still pretty funny.
You mean it's like Terrence and Phillip?
They got canceled. They were so in trouble with Canadian censors so many times.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's even like Terrence and Phillip. It's like Terrence and Phillip much more fleshed out, where they're like competing against each other with like real bets, like who can live as each other the longest, or who can go the longest without talking, or who can do better than the other at dating their mom or some shit like that. Just all these weird, or like who can raise a child better, so they fucking get these like fake plastic children that like you actually have to take care of by literally feeding them and changing them every day and stuff. It's like they have these sensors for detecting how well you're doing, and Kenny just throws his up into the air and drops on the ground, and then he wins by sabotaging Spenny's fucking fake baby, so that it's fucking destroyed.
This sounds like a show I would watch.
I think all of it's on YouTube, or it was last time I checked. But yeah, it was pretty funny. But then like usually the fucking like whoever wins like is like, okay, now you have to eat my boogers or something. It's just like gross.
Gross.
You have to like eat a can of cat food and they vomit, and it's just like I always skip over that part because it's just nasty. but the show has funny moments. Also, the one where like they're gonna date each other's moms. So like Kenny goes to the library and puts on glasses, and he pretends he's researching Spenny's mom. He's like fucking her name was like Syphilis Spencer or something. It's like she worked in the 40s. She worked for the SS as their toilet. Just all these fake facts and like pretending to almost
shit.
vomit and it's like she starred in a fucking porn movie and it's like obviously fake movie. That's where I got that screenshot of I've never seen a horse fuck a pig before, because like this fake horse, it's a guy in a horse suit is gonna fuck this pretend woman that's supposed to be Spenny's mom. And it's like in Chinese. It's like, I didn't know she was in this disgusting thing. And then he goes on a date with her, and she's like perfectly nice to, because he wants to win the bet. I think, and I forgot how it goes, but he pretends that he fucked her the next day. It's like, yeah, your mom is really wild. I didn't know. It's just he's not even interested in winning the bet. He just wants to fucking disgust and freak out Spenny.
I should watch this. It sounds fun.
Yeah, if you can find it, just Kenny versus Spenny.
A shit ton of it's on YouTube, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it was, but I mean, last time I checked was like in 2009 or something, so who knows. But yes, I just remember a bunch of funny, weird shit. But speaking of Metal Gear Solid...
No!
Speaking of, now I just beat fucking Peace Walker. It stopped firing a nuke, but now it's about to fire a nuke.
Part 4, I'm gonna slit my wrist.
Let's talk about everything that's wrong with Metal Gear Solid. Part 1. Everything.
And it's the consciousness of the boss, and I'm supposed to feel really sad. And
yes,
it's oh, it's so meaningful. It's like, meanwhile, it's just a stupid-ass AI. It's a 1974 era AI based on somebody who the programmer never met.
Yeah, it's based on some, it's like, how do they get the personality of the boss, and why are they using the personality of the boss to run Peace Walker, a giant mech that just launches nukes?
And why is her name the boss?
Yes.
And why is it a 90-pound girl?
Yes.
And not a real person, not a real human being? Like fucking Snake?
Fucking
because
AI.
Kojima.
Kojima.
We've got to stop. Something else.
Laylee.
Yes.
Buru
Muscular werewolf women.
Buru is gonna fucking do some more fan art of Laylee soon, apparently. Which is
better.
pretty cool. Yeah,
He better.
Yeah, he better. Get on it, you fucker. But you know what? That's a good idea for any artist to do, I think.
Muscular werewolf women.
Barra woman.
She's female Barra. Barra, whatever the fuck it's called. Who cares? Who cares?
Fuck.
But fucking, Laylee is, she's great. And
It's gonna be great.
she's gonna be great.
She's gonna be great.
She's gonna be one of the best fucking female characters. I guess I should. It couldn't hurt to add some like more scenes just of her, just doing stuff. Just like here, Laylee does some stuff.
She's a fun character. Or her.
She's pretty fleshed out in the book as it is. Like she gets to do a lot of stuff.
Fleshed out. What an appropriate term.
Yes, fleshed.
Ha
Her fucking cunt flesh spreading open with fat dicks. Yucks.
But anyway, so we're it's a big dramatic scene where the AI that's supposed to be the boss is going to launch a nuke.
Metal Gear Solid again?
Oh my god! I'm just shitting myself.
It's just
nonstop.
What I really don't understand is why anyone thinks that this is good. There are people who think that this is good writing.
It's not. There are people.
No,
They do exist.
Out.
You poor fuckers who think this is good.
Oh, no,
who have no taste.
To be killed.
And no intelligence.
To be killed.
You have nothing to say.
There's
and
more
no
of
intelligence.
them. There's more of them than there are of us.
Yes, there's only 3 of us, and there's thousands and thousands, maybe millions of them.
It doesn't matter. Only a few people have to be right.
Yes,
that's all it takes.
The reality is that the tasteless masses will always outnumber the brilliant genius.
Few people are born to be leaders.
Yes,
I
most
didn't-
are
I
followers,
didn't
and
ask
those are
to
Metal
be
Gear
better.
Solid.
I
Yes.
didn't ask to be better than everyone else.
Yes,
That destiny was thrust upon me.
by the inferiority of Metal Gear
But here,
Solid.
wait. It's amazing. It's a miracle. Oh, some song. There's a fucking pop song.
Yeah, a
So I probably have to
fruity,
skip it.
frilly, like light jazz Japanese music pop song starts playing. That's really annoying and boring and cheesy and dumb. All right, hold on a
Stop
second.
it.
I
We've
can't
got
skip.
to talk about something else.
I can't skip
Something
these
else.
cutscenes. I cannot skip these cutscenes fast enough. I almost said a fucking track field. Oh, original story. Oh, Hideo Kojima. Oh, fuck. I can't skip the fucking. I cannot. It's playing the song.
Hideous Kojima.
Oh, there's his name again. Oh, there's his name again.
Hideo Kojima, I want you to die. No, Mr.
Why-
Bond, I
that's really
expect
the
you to die.
Why is he taking credit for all this? You would think he'd be Alan Smithying it up. Maybe Hideo Kojima is the Japanese Alan Smithy.
He's a fucker. He's a fucker and he should die.
This is like the item levels of douche-chilling cheesiness.
Holy shit.
This
It's
might get us
so-
flagged for copyright because this is fucking, does that sing a song?
That awful song. That awful shit. Anyways, we're gonna mention
that
like
Coke
how everyone
commercial.
else gets werewolves wrong. By the way, like every other werewolf
Yeah,
book, like
especially like the Twilight movies.
the Twilight. Yeah, I don't even consider those real werewolves. They're just guys who turn into telepathic dogs. That shit's fucking retarded.
Not just regular dogs.
Telepathic dogs.
Hideo Kojima again. There he is again. Who was that guy who was talking about Oh, Hideo Kojima again. There's another one. Who was the guy who was talking about? He was like a British anti-Semite who would watch the TV, and anytime he saw a Jewish name, he'd be like, "There's
Well,
another one."
He wasn't really an anti-Semite, but he would just notice. He would just notice how many Jews were on the making of television show. It was Kingsley Amos though, and his son Martin Amos, who's friends with Christopher Hitchens, would talk about how Martin Amos would talk about how like in the later years when his dad was getting on there and getting old, would just watch TV, and as the credits would scroll by, every time there's a Jewish name, he just goes, "There's another one, and there's another one."
And apparently there were a lot of Jewish names.
Yeah, apparently there are quite a lot of Jewish names in the credits for these TV shows. What are the chances of that? What are the chances? The Jews. That's fucking... A lot of people want to blame the Jews for social justice and that kind of shit,
Are you
too.
seeing this? Are you seeing this shit?
No.
No. I had to shut it off. It was starting to run really sluggish.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're fighting. That's
Well,
that fucking big thing from Metal Gear Solid 3, right?
The Shagohod.
To be continued in Chapter 5, Outer
That's
Heaven.
that fucking the Shagohod. The Fagohod.
No, not really. It does look... All the mechs in this... Again, though, the fucking boss fights are way better than the ones in 3.
Yeah,
way
boss fight
fucking
sucks.
way better.
The Shagohod fight in 3 sucks, really. Because it's completely invincible to every gun
Steve Blue.
ever made, even missile launchers and shit, until you shoot at the treads a few times and then a cutscene plays. Because why would you want to actually do that yourself when you could just watch a cutscene of someone else doing it?
Faggotry.
There's Hideo Kojima's name 3 times in a fucking row. Holy shit.
It
What
says
an
written-
ego.
It says written by Hideo Kojima, directed by Hideo Kojima, and then after
Direction
cred-
tuning.
the directed by Hideo Kojima disappears, it says directed by Hideo Kojima.
Again. It's kind of like... It really is like the item.
Yes, the Bloodlock, the item, and fucking what was the other stupid ass movie?
Some other... it was actually the good one. With Ozzy Osbourne.
No, that was Skull Forest and Trick or Treat.
Oh yeah, it was Trick or Treat. Not any tricking or treating, but it does have Ozzy as like a fucking cartoonish
It's
fucking like
Ozzy as
a
a
religious
priest.
guy. There's like these evil people must be stopped, and then he gets killed through the TV.
It's Ozzy as a Christian preacher on the TV saying that like rock and rollers need to be stopped, and then he gets killed through the TV, which is
What the
so
fuck?
fucking great. And then an old lady gets pulled through the TV and she vaporizes, and the fucking kid has to vacuum up her ashes from the floor.
Yeah, the movie sounds like it would be really fun.
Yeah, that movie sounds legitimately good.
And it also had
Is it though?
the guy
Is
from
it
Kiss.
though?
I don't know. Gene Simmons is in it too. Yeah, but I would have to see the movie to know.
But
But we were putting off for a
good.
long time talking about how like every single movie or video game does werewolves wrong, or there was a couple exceptions, like Vampire Bloodlines has a really awesome werewolf in it. He's basically
those
like
still
invincible.
those are good, but they're maybe a little too big.
I won't no.
'Cause they're like 20 feet tall.
No, I think they're
Oh, that thing. Okay, but you can't play as the werewolf though.
yeah. That would,
And
what
you
I
certainly
want is a
cannot
game-
have sexual
Yes, exactly.
fucking inter things.
There needs to be a game where you can play as Laylee, and she can turn into a werewolf, and it's just the big I win button. You just rip everyone in fucking half.
Rip her clothes in half and then rip everything else in half.
Yes, she doesn't rip her clothes in half. She strips naked so you can get a good look at her fucking huge fun bags.
Good heavens. Good
I'm
lord.
pretty sure this music's gonna be playing over the thing, by the way. So everything you're saying is gonna be punctuated by this fucking music. Creative director Hideo, just in the middle of the credits, creative director Hideo Kojima, just in between all these lists of other unrelated credits, Hideo Kojima's name just shows up again.
It's like as if that wasn't already what the directed by Hideo Kojima doesn't imply.
Hideous Kojima.
Hideous
Strikes again.
Kojima.
Strikes again.
And that's the thing, is he's got fucking... Who else fucking even does that? Oh, packaging. Hideo Kojima, creative direction on the packaging for the fucking game.
That means he told them to put my name at the top of the fucking box.
Yeah, and then he gets credit for that too, so that we have to see his name show up again. But fucking who even does that? Especially for a fucking...
Hideous Kojima.
Who the fuck even does that? Especially for a fucking video game. I mean, think of fucking
George Lucas.
Fallout. Like, fucking everybody knows that, fucking, what's his face? Todd Howard is in charge of Fallout 4. Is his name on the front cover of the box? Is it all over the fucking credits? No. A personal assistant to Hideo Kojima, some other guy named Kojima. Shintaro
Oh god, they're
Kojima.
multiplying. They're fucking multiplying. They
Even
multiply with water.
Even in death, they're stacked on top of each other.
Fucking yes, I'm comparing Japanese people to gremlins.
They're kind of like gremlins, except not as cute. Not as cute, not as effective or intelligent. Walkman and Walkman logo. Oh, no, okay. That's one of the other whorish product placement. I don't know which one was more whorish. Was either those sunglasses or the fucking iDroid. It's literally just
iDroid?
an Apple product in MGS5.
In MGS4, you actually get an iPod, and it says TM. iPod TM. It's an actual iPod. It's by Apple, and they got money from Apple for it.
I am now desperately searching Reddit for a topic other than Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, let's
fucker.
see. What do you got on here, Reddit? What do you got for me?
Are they going to be criticizing?
Let's go to controversial. Star Force Awakens trailer. The Star Force Awakens.
Star Force Awakens. It sounds like an interesting new IP.
the Phantom Star Wars.
There it is.
Star Force
there it is
Phantom
again.
Star
Produced
Wars.
and directed by Hideo Kojima again. It started with produced and directed. It ended with it again. Fucking again. Can I skip this?
Again.
Fucking skip. Fuck.
If you're on Reddit, you'll probably find a bunch of people who think Metal Gear Solid games are good.
ISIS soldiers shaving their beards and dressing as women in an attempt to flee Russian bombs. Thank you,
Well,
Russia.
Haha.
Sad
Or
faggots.
Russia's still fucking got some balls.
Like,
America
doesn't
doesn't
that
have
mean-
balls.
If they do that, doesn't they mean that they're going to hell?
Yep.
Basically.
Everything they do means they're going to hell.
It's like worse than touching ham.
Well,
Boycott Star
maybe
Wars.
not
movie
worse.
launch. Movie called Anti-White. What? What?
Mm,
Don't care. Black guy's
this
hot.
shit.
Yeah. I
Um,
wonder if I can actually be racist if I think black guys are hot. I wonder.
Yes.
I wonder. I suppose I can. If I see them as objects, I can.
Yeah, if you don't objectify them,
Objects for
that's
my
wrong.
amusement. What the hell is this guy's name?
Hideo Kojima?
No!
Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima. But,
That was the end of the Red Letter Media review of MGS5. Where it's just like, who made this game? Who made this game? His name's not on the front of the box. I don't know. I got the tuxedo.
Why isn't Lando in this movie? There's
Because
no
this
Lando.
movie hates black people. Racist
But the
is
star
pure-
is black people.
What?
The star is a black people.
Star of David.
What?
Oh shit. Oh, Paz actually joined my fucking team, and Strangelove joined my team. And Zadornov is in the brig.
The doorknob.
Zadornov, aka the Doorknob.
John
Dumbest name ever.
Boyega. John Boyega the Blackman.
Principal Blackman.
Principal Blackman.
His first name was
Oh,
Onyx.
Alright, his movies include Black People Problems and Black People Problems the movie too.
Oh.
Well, that's a
Fucking
good sign.
bad.
That's
Well,
a
now I
great
want to boycott
sign.
the movie.
Yeah, let's boycott it. Becoming Human, the TV series,
It's definitely not about being
which
black.
which did really shitty werewolves, by the way.
What?
Becoming human?
It's about like vampires. And shit.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a comedy, in quotes.
Oh. Well.
Comedy.
Yeah, no one has done werewolves right ever, I would say. It's certainly in movies, and I would say in video games they haven't exactly done it.
Until now.
Yeah, not until now.
I did like. Did I ever tell you about the book The Last Werewolf by
Yeah.
Glenn
I
Duncan?
think you
It's-
told me that a bunch of times.
well, I keep telling you because you won't read it.
Well, do I have to? I'm
Yes.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I've topped
Why
it.
the fuck do I not have
Actually, I
fucking
think you
working
did.
Metal Gear Rex? Or
I
Metal
think you
Gear
really
Zeke?
did actually.
Do I need more
Peter-
control parts?
Fucking Peter Mayhew as Chewbacca. Do we? He's like
I had to
80.
get the original Chewbacca and the original R2D2 and C3PO.
They got Kenny Baker as R2. Can't you just motorize the fucking thing by now
Yes.
and save some money?
Literally,
Do we really?
literally
But we
have the
really-
technology now so that
We
it
have
could just
to
be a
get our
robot.
little. We have to get our little people friends some work. No, you don't. Save a buck. Exclude the little people.
Yeah, save a buck.
Blacklist them.
Save a buck and actually
Like-
turn it into a real robot.
What kind of character is Kenny Baker going to be giving R2D2 inside the fucking thing? What is he going to contribute to the movie? Not a goddamn thing.
But the fans would be like, oh, you can't fucking. Yeah.
No, he won't. I'm a fan. I'm a
Yeah.
fan, and I don't give a shit. I don't
But,
give a fuck with
but
this
you're not
guy
a
there.
Star Wars fan.
I
Because
am
if
though.
you're a Star Wars fan, you would fucking
Star Wars
have
fan.
a throw conniption over this.
Man.
You'd be
I-
jacking off with a droid on your dick.
Do not give two shits who's in
I
the fucking
fucking
R2D2
love
role.
Star Wars.
Oh my god, Star Wars! Fucking Harrison Ford looks like he's melting. Carrie Fisher, the tiny little clip of her from the trailer, she looks like her face is all stretched out and gross.
Well,
I don't
She's
care.
a woman. They age like bread.
Oh dear. Well, Mark Hamill didn't age very well either. He's fucking melted.
He's in a
They got his
horrible
face all
motorcycle
covered up in
accident.
beard.
Yeah, that's from playing the
Which-
Joker. He's
he's-
the Joker.
More than likely, fucking Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford will be killed off. Harrison Ford definitely will fucking say, "Look, I'm only doing this fucking movie if you kill me off, because I can't do this shit no more." He's getting too old for this shit. God damn it. But
He's too old for fucking some of the other shit movies he's done, like Firewall and
right.
shit like that.
Like Carrie Fisher will be back for the sequels because she needs her coke money, and that's fine because I like Carrie Fisher and I like Princess Leia. That's fine. She can come back all she wants.
I like Princess Leia. I especially like Slave Leia.
Oh
for
dear,
various
Princess
reasons.
Leia in the gold bikini. Fucking,
Metal,
I like.
gold.
I mean, I would
bikini.
like it if fucking Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford would come back for the sequels too, but they're probably not going to. Mark Hamill maybe.
It definitely seems like they should be bit players.
Darth, bad guy.
that wouldn't
Warning,
make any
drop
goddamn
frames.
sense though.
I'm apparently dropping some frames. My stream quality may be affected. Is now
Still like
they
Return
turned
of the
that
Jedi,
whole
actually.
thing into a musical.
Yeah, oh god, it's so bad.
Oh fuck yeah! They made a big musical number. It stops. It grinds the movie to a halt. I actually never really watched the special edition fully.
When they came out, it was like a neat little gimmick, like, oh, look at this cool shit.
Look,
they
it's
put
like
in there.
it's like Star Wars with extra new shit.
But
There's a
except
veiled
for
threat
that
on the
part.
back.
The
Yeah.
veiled threat.
He's
Most
like
perfect way to put it too.
because he went and altered the original negative, so the originals don't exist anymore. They're
Well,
gone.
supposedly, but I heard that they're actually going to, now that George Lucas doesn't own them anymore, they're going to fucking actually make
Really?
Blu-rays of the original fucking unedited
Yeah,
trilogy.
didn't they
Oh
actually?
my god, really?
Didn't they fucking do that? They already added the unedited
Well,
trilogy
no,
to like a
fans-
DVD.
Fans did that by like CGing out the CG.
They had that, but it was the cropped TV.
Yeah, those were but there were like fan edits that sort of fixed that
Yeah,
shit.
those Laserdisc things. It's not real HD, but it's as close as you can get.
Yeah, something like that. But
And I watched a couple of them. Because I hadn't seen those original movies in years and years, and I was like enjoying the shit out of them. Those unaltered ones,
mhm.
the HDs, that's like they're really worth watching.
Like they're really actually still good movies. You know,
Yeah, they're-
I'm curious though, how could they save fucking a movie from in editing like that? I wonder what was really wrong with the original Star Wars. Then again, the original Star Wars is still kind of cheesy.
It's cheesy, and there's the part where they leave Tatooine and fucking Harrison. They have to crack off their stupid lines as quick as they can. Like, we have to end the deflector shield. They're coming in too fast and shit like that.
Mm,
It's really obnoxious, but it's just cheesy, fun 70s.
they may have to do that in ADR too to fucking keep the movie from dragging. I don't know, or reshot. Who knows? And I'm sure the reshots were not directed by fucking George Lucas.
Yeah, who was
He
it that
fought
re-edited?
against having them, but he
He
fought,
fought against them being in the movie.
Who was it that re-edited the thing?
I forget, but it was someone who actually knew what they were doing.
Probably probably has their name in the credits.
Yeah, somewhere else in the credits.
Unless Lucas had him killed.
Yes, but then fucking Lucas
He
had
lit
nothing to do with the
he
sequels.
lit a fuse over a copy of fucking Howard the Duck. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
giant bomb.
The biggest bomb of all.
1977. I remember having heated arguments about which came first, Star Trek or Star Wars.
But why would you have?
Well,
I mean, no. When I was a kid, just because I was a big
Oh.
fan of Star Trek. I liked them both, but fucking, I like Star Trek more for some reason.
Star Trek, yeah, the original series is like there's more content, there's more.
It's
Yeah,
more hard
stuff.
sci-fi as well as being like that's really the shame about. Oh fuck.
Star Wars is like
Fucking-
an adventure fantasy, really.
I liked the ships in Star Trek better,
Yeah.
much better.
The saucers
yeah.
and stuff. They looked more functional, like they had actual purpose.
Yeah, and I mean, I love the Millennium. Who doesn't like the fucking Millennium Falcon? It's
So
great.
it's so fucking cool. It's not
great.
It hasn't been raped. Where would you rape the Millennium Falcon?
Right there.
there.
I've done it.
I know, I've done it.
But fucking just the ships, like, oh, I'm like a huge. This is about to reveal how big a fucking nerd I am. The Excelsior is my favorite ship of all time.
Oh shit.
Excelsior.
Of all time. Nothing can beat it.
Oh, there, they finished Zeke. Fucking finally. They
Stop!
finished Zeke. I finally have working Zeke. And it's called Vocaloid. Vocaloid has been installed on Metal Gear. Go to Metal Gear to configure Vocaloid. Isn't that the fuck? Is this just misspelled or something?
You are literally raping me.
Metal Gear. I got some aerial mines. Sakai went to the fucking brig.
It looks like from the poster that there's gonna be a new Death Star.
They're gonna do well. I guess if it's a sequel, they're like, hey, let's just make another Death Star.
Yeah, why
rifle.
wouldn't the thing? They still got all their shit. Why wouldn't they make another one? That's great. I like.
That's what I have to wonder is because again, I mean they're going to make a new Star Trek movie and that J.J. Abrams was involved in that, and he clearly didn't want to make a Star Trek. He's never watched Star Trek.
Yeah, he wanted to do Star Wars, so he Star Wars the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And he fucking ruined it.
Ruined it. Nah, I
still had. A lot
I
of
wouldn't say ruined, but I don't think it was him who ruined it. He actioned
no, it was
it
the
up.
writers. It was the writers who ruined it, but he should have been responsible for that. It's still saying frames dropped.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm not
Don't
watching
worry
it.
about it. It's Metal Gear Solid. Who cares? Who cares?
Yes.
Vocaloid. The memory stick does not contain the required Vocaloid voice data. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't remember this from fucking...
Isn't Vocaloid the fucking robot Animu
Yeah,
chick?
it's the fucking Animu pop singer.
Ugh, that's dumb.
Gary Kurtz seems to be. He was a producer for Star Wars: The Star Wars.
And he was the dad from RoboCop.
Film and editing.
the dad from RoboCop.
Fucking, there's like a bunch of names for editing.
Oh boy, it was passed from editor to editor in a desperate attempt to save it.
TM Christopher edited the special version. Fuck you.
Well,
whoever you are.
Well,
Oh, he
did
directed.
not-
Didn't he direct the episode 1 too? And he directed Star Trek Nemesis.
Wait, he
Director.
directed
No,
episode
no.
one?
This is director. This is for episode 4, A New Hope.
But you said he did the special edition.
He edited the special edition. Apparently.
Yeah.
George Lucas uncredited editing credits. Fuck you.
Uncredited because he did such a bad job.
Richard Chu, Paul Hirsch, and Maurice, his wife, Mauricia Lucas, edited the goddamn thing too.
Chew my dick.
So is it his fucking wife that saved it? And and then they got a divorce when they were doing fucking Temple of Doom. So then all the good shit was gone.
But Temple
Oh
of Doom
my
was a great
God.
movie.
Did we just figure it out? Did we just fucking... It was his wife behind the whole thing?
Oh, is that why his
No.
wife fucking left and all of a sudden the movie became good?
Yes, that's exactly why.
Yeah, she was there for all the way through Return of the Jedi. Maybe she's like the genius behind all this shit.
No. Are you saying that behind every man is... behind every
No,
great man
just-
is,
I'm trying-
is a woman?
I'm just saying, who's responsible for this good shit we had, and then it all fell apart? It's not George Lucas.
Yeah,
It's got to be somebody.
Well, yeah, it's certainly not George Lucas. Someone else stepped in, fucking made the movies better.
Yeah, editor, uncredited Empire Strikes Back, and then she edited Return of the Jedi. Yeah, maybe it was her.
Well, and maybe she did some stuff then.
She
I don't
did
know.
some stuff and some things, and she made the shit better because her husband was a dumb shit. Like, George, just eat your snack pack and go play. We'll fucking.
Oh
save
wow,
this-
fucking! All right, here's something I didn't know. Stuart Baird, the guy who directed Star Trek Nemesis, he
Fuck
looks like he
you,
was an
Rick Berman.
editor. He edited
Fuck you, Rick
Skyfall.
Berman.
He edited Skyfall, Green Lantern, Salt, Edge of Darkness, Casino Royale, The Legend of Zorro, Executive Decision, Maverick, Demolition Man, Tales from the Crypt TV episode.
Yeah, like there's
Radio
nothing,
Flyer, The Last Boy Scout.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
There's nothing wrong with Star Trek Nemesis, like production wise. It looks fine. Everything, the pacing's fine. The problem with Nemesis was the fucking story,
Yep.
the script.
And
Boo.
you know what? I don't even think they needed to have fucking Data dying because there's just like, who cares? Data's dead. Whatever.
Means
The
nothing.
writers didn't know what the fuck they were doing with that movie.
Hmm. They were trying to. They were trying to be like, hey, let's. They were actually trying to do what fucking Star Trek Into Darkness did, which was bring back an equivalent of Khan, but they just didn't do it.
Boo. Boo, I say.
Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan. What did you think of Benedict Cabbage Patch? And then Mike laughed so hard that Jay's like, "Oh my god!"
Fucking, I like Benedict Cumberbatch. He's a good actor. He's
Is
fun.
he your favorite Sherlock Holmes?
I like that show, but I kind of like the fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I
Sherlock.
preferred the movie way more.
Well, no shit.
I mean, this Robert Downey Jr. He's fun. I'm more interested in who's fun anymore. Am I having fun or am I not having fun? I'm not having fun.
That's the thing about the first Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr. is that, like, I would say, it makes it look like, hey, it's a big action movie now, but supposedly it's still more true to and accurate to the original novels because apparently fucking Sherlock Holmes was into punching the shit out of people.
Yeah, I remember reading about that. He's like wiry and super, like stronger than he looks and shit like that.
Mhm.
He engages in
He knows,
fisticuffs.
he knows some like East Asian martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Studied some.
Jeet Kune Do or some shit.
Studied.
Jeet Kune Do.
So, yeah, just some shit. Who knows?
Yeah, that fucking looks like. Here, let me show you. If this fucking poster, where's the? There it is.
I kind of would prefer if they. I mean, they don't have to do not a fucking Death Star, but I would prefer if they made some kind of equivalent that was actually new.
It looks different. It's weird looking. Like it looks like the fucking laser beam can rotate around and point at different shit. That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, now I see it.
Yeah, do you see that?
Oh, that's cool.
Which is a big improvement on the fucking other one, which you have
Yeah.
to turn the whole station to shoot it. Maybe it'll be a
But
little smaller.
why is there still an Empire?
Well, they only
Well,
blew
there
up the
isn't, I don't
fucking
think.
Death Star. They didn't destroy the whole Empire.
They did kill the Emperor, and and Vader's dead. But yeah, who knows?
You know, they're supposed to be Andy
sell up
Serkis'
for the
son.
Oh,
Yeah,
this-
I'll be looking forward to that explanation, so they can shit that down their pants.
Oh, you
Shit
don't
it
think
down
it's
there.
gonna be? You don't think it's gonna
Pantaloons.
be amazing? You don't think it's
No.
gonna change everything?
No. No.
I'm definitely not going to be dropping to my knees and screaming in either
Right.
anguish or joy.
right in
Just
front of the first person to see the movie, and you just drop to your knees.
It's never gonna beat Titanic. Nobody can.
Nobody can. Stylistically designed to be that way. The sad thing is that Titanic was a shitty movie, and it was still better than fucking dumbass.
Whoa, that's bad.
Yeah, it
That
was
is
still better
bad.
than fucking episode 1.
Titanic.
That was a bad year for movies.
It's a movie. It works as it's. I don't like fucking love stories like that. First of all, I mean,
Well,
if you like those
boring,
kind of stories,
though.
you're gonna like.
It's got to
fucking-
be more than that. It's got to be more. It's got to be more than that. If it's a
gotta be
love
more than
story, you
what
can
it
have a
was.
love story, but it's got to be more than that. Because let's
It's
face
very.
it,
It's very
it's a
expensive.
chemical. It's a motherfucking chemical reaction in the brain meant to spur procreation in animals.
Oh God, here's a funny Titanic story. Fucking, I was dating a girl at the time.
What?
sort of dating a girl at the time.
You
This was like
traitor? You-
middle high school,
You're a
right?
traitor?
I'm a race trader.
Shitty.
Fucking so we went
Independence Day.
between me and my sister and fucking my friends. I must have seen Titanic in the theaters like 4 times. Like,
Oh,
ugh.
shit. And it's
Well,
like
just because there's nothing
it's
else to
over
do, you go
3
see it.
hours, yeah. I
Just
can
it-
understand that, but
It ate up time, and it's fucking the visuals were nice, whatever. So I'm in the
The guy
theater.
plunking himself off the fucking propeller.
Oh yeah, that
that
part
was
was
that
pretty
was
funny.
hilarious.
You don't jump, Rose. You'll break every big bone in your body, and you'll never eat again.
There's like the whole movies is just one setup for that punchline right there. But fucking, we're in the theater, and she doesn't cry until Rose jumps back on to the ship. Like, she turns to me, her big round fat face, 'cause she's fat, of course. Anyone who give me fucking
Fat girls are losers.
fat
They're
girl.
fucking losers.
she turns her big round face to me, and
She
she's
turns
like,
around with that
doesn't-
smell.
She doesn't know. I'm like, oh dear, I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave right now.
That's why men are just
breaking up
better
with
than
you.
women. Men are just better than women because men don't fucking get suckered into that stupid shit like women do.
I didn't break up with her in the theater. I waited until a week before prom to break up with her.
Nice timing. Did she kill herself?
The guy dies at the end.
Surprise!
That's apparently a great female fantasy. Women just so love to watch movies where a guy is basically disposable. That's the message of the movie, is this fucking guy, he dies.
It's emotional masturbation, and I can't stand it.
She's emotional.
But
She
it's
wants
also because a guy dies.
She wants to use an emotional tampon.
Literally emotional tamponing. You were her emotional tampon.
The fun part is she went full social justice warrior, like before social justice
Oh, no
warriors were
shit.
a thing.
Well,
Was she a
no
woman?
shit.
Oh, so was she female? Oh,
Like, she moved out of state. She started using words like codependent and shit like that. I'm like, oh dear, we can't be friends anymore. Goodbye.
not even
Moving.
friends.
Goodbye.
Fucking
Don't
like a
even want to
bomb.
be friends.
Fucking tie a claymore to her backpack. She walks away and then it just blows up. Like fucking
Hit the clacker.
like in American or Team America. Fucking fatty is stuffed with ham before they blow up his puppet.
I like how they, hit the button and fucking Michael Moore explodes.
He explodes big enough. He's so filled with gas, he blows up the entirety of Mount Rushmore.
Well, yeah, why would fucking Michael Moore blow up Mount Rushmore? I mean, why do people like this guy? He blew up Mount Rushmore.
Have you ever seen Michael Moore Hates America?
I'm the one who
Yeah.
told you about it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I saw it
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
fucking
we have it on DVD.
definitely. Oh, have you seen it?
Bought it. We bought it. We pirated it. Watched it several
Yes,
times.
but have you seen it?
Purchased it. Like,
We also
like
saw Fahrenheit.
$30.
We also saw Fahrenheit 9/11, and
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I haven't seen that.
there was some other one that was really good.
One
Fahrenheit.
of Ron Silver's last movies. Ron Silver died of cancer like
Ron
a few
Silver
years
from
after
Time
that.
Cop.
Yeah, of Time Cop. He was also, I think, his movie right after that was fucking Find Me Guilty, which was a really good movie, actually.
Good God. Anyway, Michael Moore does in fact hate America.
Yeah, he does. He
Does-
openly says it.
Yeah,
The movie
when-
starts with an interview of him saying, "Don't be like America. America is terrible."
It's kind of the best place on earth right now.
Yeah, pretty
I really
much.
want to be
Well,
fucking
No
free.
shit.
But that's the thing, is that the liberal view is like
They really
it's
are,
like
yeah,
that
they're
Gavin
not
Mc-
anti-war.
Still, whatever you must say about Gavin McInnes, he is a conservative. Absolutely, he supports the same things that feminists do unknowingly, because that's what fucking right wing Christians do. Is that they accidentally support the same thing that feminists do. But still, that time when he fucking completely just raped that fucking Saju
He raped.
about fucking what countries are better than America. And she's like, oh, there's
Oh,
many
yeah.
European countries. And it's like, oh, so countries with more whites in them?
You're not talking about Turkey.
Yeah, you're
Which-
not talking about Turkey.
I get what he was saying right there, but
I would agree though that fucking I wouldn't actually say that those
They
European
aren't
countries
better.
are better.
Those,
though.
no, those European countries like Sweden and fucking Netherlands and shit like
yeah,
that.
all the
no,
all the
they're not
countries
better.
mentioned are not better at all.
They're shit.
they
They're
are-
worse. The
they are-
cuckoo clock. That's all they did.
Yes,
That's
they
all
they
have.
are majority white.
Like,
Switzerland and that kind of shit. They're just a bunch of white people.
I wish that wasn't the case. I wish other skin colors would fucking
They can-
not drop the ball and
You
You're
fucking
saying that you want
join
them
us in
to
the
join
sun?
us in the sun?
yeah, I wish they would join us in the sun.
Yeah, they should be capable. They should be able to. There's nothing holding them
They're
back.
clearly very jealous
Like-
of us.
Why
Yes.
can't like the Zulu nation like fucking drop their spears and embrace
Yeah, like there's
technology?
no real life Wakanda. It's a complete fantasy.
Well, what's
I mean,
Wakanda?
I wish that would happen.
It's
though.
the country that Black Panther runs in
Oh, God.
Africa. He runs Wakanda, and they have all of the world's vibranium.
Nobody is gonna go see that movie.
Man, I can't imagine. Imagine that an African, a country that has a bunch of natural resources that are valuable, and the country isn't a shithole.
Yeah, exactly. Because in real life, there's many African countries that have huge diamond mines, and they are horrific, war-torn shitholes. But yeah, the fucking I'm still following Comixology on Twitter, and they're still trying to hype. They're like, hey, the Ta-Nehisi Coates fucking written Black Panther comic is coming out soon. You can pre-order it now, so you can get it as soon as it comes out. And it's like, wow, that's sad, because first of all, you're hyping what is essentially an insane man's fucking their fucking the comics industry is fucking just bowing down and kissing the feet of an insane man. They're buttering him up. They're fucking enabling him. That's what they're doing. They're enabling an insane man. And Comixology is trying to act like, hey, we're all on the fucking board for this shit, when in reality, if any justification, that's Ta-Nehisi Coates. He has the dumbest name ever. It's so African. It's shitty. But he would fucking call
Oh,
Comixology
dear.
racist in a heartbeat for Comixology actually selling Infidel,
He will.
that kind of shit.
The second they do
Yeah, he will
something-
do it. He will do it soon. He will absolutely call Comixology racist.
The
soon.
second they do the slightest thing he doesn't like.
And they've already done it.
Which
He's
will-
just
yeah,
waiting.
everything.
He's just in a holding pattern to call them racist. That's all that's happening right now. And they're
Nobody
completely
is-
marking out for him. They're fucking hitting the ground. They're hitting their knees, raising their asses towards Mecca.
Nobody is oppressing you to whatever your
He's
name
oppressing
is.
himself just like in Korra.
Oh dear.
He's oppressing himself by going around with that
The
name.
prophet Korra.
Yes, the Prophet Korra. He turns around with that smell.
Wait a minute.
They're not
Korra, the
black,
TV
they're not
show?
white, they're urine colored.
They're urine colored.
The T-Core, the TV show, the Airbender show actually says something like that?
It's the first episode.
It's the first episode. She goes to the town, and there wasn't it a bunch of non-benders
It's
who were
the
like,
anti-bender movement.
yeah, the anti-bender movement are like they're benders are bad people, and the anti-benders were going around claiming to be oppressed, and Korra actually says, "You're oppressing yourselves."
That's very anti-social justice.
Yes.
That's pretty incredible.
She is delicious and brown, kind of like Laylee, except
So
for
she has delicious brown skin, but she also has white features.
yes, so she is attractive.
She's
Oh,
more
dear.
attractive.
Instead of gross looking like black people.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Holy shit!
She actually looks like, yeah, she has white or blue eyes.
Yes,
Blue eyes and white
delicious, beautiful and delicious white passing features.
It's a shame
Instead of
that...
looking like an ape.
Oh my god.
Literally looking like some kind of de-evolved person.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Chimp.
I'm not affiliated with these people, by the way.
This is Forge. Forge the Wielder.
No, it's not. It's an imposter.
No, but yeah, Korra says that in the fucking episode, and
That's
she's still
impressive.
inferior to Laylee. Laylee is all brown all the time.
But still white passing. Or rather,
And she's not white passing; she's just delicious brown, and she's a werewolf, which means
delicious
but
brown.
even in werewolf form, she is subservient to dicks.
Oh dear.
She loves cock because she didn't grow up with that fucking social justice academia brainwashing with feminism. In fact, that's one thing that's pointed out in the story is that in order to join the werewolf clan, any werewolf clan, you have to unlearn that fucking human world academia feminist brainwashing bullshit.
It is hard to leave behind, but you have to.
Not except as a werewolf.
I would fucking leave that shit behind in a heartbeat.
I would drop it like a grenade. In fact, I already have as a human being and not as a werewolf.
Oh sure.
Werewolf. Would you say the movie Werewolf got werewolves right? The
No.
MST3K episode about werewolves,
Starring
Joe Estevez, starring Joe Estevez for about 15 seconds.
Yes,
They
they couldn't.
began
They
to
couldn't
sleep.
even afford Joe Estevez for more than a few minutes.
Began to sleep nose to anus like a coyote.
What? That's fun. Anyways, you mean the movie with the slimy cat puppets standing
Yes.
in for
The
werewolf?
least effective werewolf in history.
Yes. So his plan is to turn security guards into werewolves and get them to die by crashing their cars.
One by one.
Yes, that was the evil plan of the bad guy in the movie, was to turn security guards into werewolves and get them to crash their cars in mid werewolf transformation into explosive barrels. That's the
And
stupidest.
he succeeded with one of them,
Yes.
at least.
Yeah, champagne.
Yeah,
I'm going-
champagne.
I'm going to get sexy now. That's kind of what werewolf stories should be like, except without an old, like 80-year-old security guard.
Werewolves are so great.
They should
They
be
just-
great. Everyone else does them wrong.
But they will learn.
It doesn't seem like a
soon
different thing.
America will learn.
Yes,
It
the
seems like it wouldn't
skeletons,
be
the werewolves
fucking-
will rise, and America will learn. What will they learn exactly? That is to be revealed on future albums.
You'd think it wouldn't be as hard a thing to fuck up as it is, but everybody
It's like
fucks
fucking
it
up a cup of coffee. This guy could. You'd be better off making novena. Why are you
God.
crying with 2 loaves of bread under your arm? What
Just-
you can do with records already pay taxes.
all the gross fucking Twilight, fucking the Twilight werewolves.
Yeah, they weren't werewolves, they were just dogs. People turn into big dogs, they were telepathic.
We never wear shirts. We only wear jeans that are magically fucking teleported
Yeah, they
away.
magically come back on when they fucking turn back into fucking humans.
God, this shot of the Falcon going into hyperspace is so fucking great.
Yeah, it looks like Star Trek.
Like, yeah, no.
It's a pretty good
It's
Star
like
Trek show.
it takes something that was special in the original movies and makes it special again. Like, look how fucking great this is. We can do the jump to hyperspace.
You can actually see it.
Yay! It's so fucking cool. I keep watching it over and over
A
again.
ship that small with a hyperspace drive.
No
Ooh,
ship
wow,
that small
these
has a
people.
cloaking device.
Yes, and it didn't.
Cloaking device. Yeah,
No
are there
no
cloaking
ships.
devices? There aren't any cloaking
Hey,
devices.
what?
in
Yeah,
series.
are there cloaking
The whole
devices in
franchise.
Star Trek? Star Wars?
Star Trek, yes.
Star Trek, Star Wars. There are in Star Trek.
Do they even ever use a cloaking device in any of this shit?
No,
No.
no.
Maybe in one of the books. There's a trillion books.
Yeah.
That's
we're
what I don't
making the jump
understand.
to
Is at the very
hyperspace.
least, there's a bunch of authors who made a bunch of Star Wars novels. You would think Lucas would be like, okay, which one's considered to be the best? Let's find him.
Yeah, have him write the prequels.
I think his ego
like,
might get in the way of that.
Here's a big bag of rock salt.
Here's John Voight's ball sack.
Well, that comedian, who's that comedian? He's a giant idiot cuck, isn't he?
Yep.
Patton Cuxwalt.
Yes.
Yeah. Cuck
He's a
swallowed.
cuck.
Cuck swallow.
Swallowed
you-
black cum.
If you listen to his
He's
albums,
got more black cum in him than ever.
I remember we listened to one of his fucking things, and he just immediately torpedoes his own fucking show right at the beginning by like being like, "Oh, Bush, he's Hitler. He's fucking worst president. He's gonna destroy the
really?
country."
I don't remember that.
This
He,
was-
yeah,
this
he
was
started
right
talking
after
about how the
9/11.
apocalypse was going to happen soon because Bush was president.
Oh,
Like
that one. Yeah,
legitimate
like
belief that
like
like,
he
Bush
can't-
was just going to push the nuclear button anytime soon.
he can't wait for the apocalypse to happen.
They wanted Bush to be the fucking
The
like
last
a
president.
stock villain of like some of like the dead zone, where it's like he's wringing his hands and going, "Yes, I'm going to start a nuclear war." They wanted Bush to be some kind of super genius villain evil, when the reality is that Bush was just a dope.
Like,
But they wanted both. They wanted
first of
fried
all,
ice.
who fucking cares who the president is? Why don't we vote in people in Congress and like the Senate who can actually?
Yeah, I don't think
Do
we
some
need a
good.
president. In fact, I remember Lewis Black saying that our country functions very well without a president. And I think that's kind of a good point. We don't need a president, really. We just need the Congress. And I don't even necessarily think we need Congress.
We do all right with local governments, I suppose.
Kind of, yeah. Although local governments make a lot of really retarded laws, like no crossing the street on an 8 o'clock on a Saturday or some shit. There's laws like that in California still.
We need like an overarching thing that will keep tabs on all this shit, and like have the Supreme Court say like, nah, you can't really do that.
And prevent the outlawing of guns in every city, state, country.
Because I would like to be able to protect myself, thanks. I don't even own a gun, and I would like to...
Yeah, exactly. A human being should have the right to protect itself. The only thing that can stop that? Government.
I mean, I don't own a gun. I would never own a gun, and I would never, ever say...
I think I'm too afraid to own a gun. Yeah, I'm too afraid to own a gun, because, like, what if the bullets just get wet from the fucking moisture in the air, which is extremely possible in our house, and the bullets just explode on their own and fire right into my fucking spine?
What I'm most afraid of is just that. What I'm just most afraid of with owning a gun is my brother. I'm asleep. My brother goes out to get something to eat. He has to go and claw at the door to get it open because the fucking lock sucks. And then I was like, oh my god, we're being robbed. I go rush, get the gun, and shoot him on accident.
Don't do that. That would be bad.
Yeah, that would suck.
But yeah, I would never say no. No one should be.
Exactly.
Why would you say that?
Just because and that's you know what, you know who does say that, and it's really sad. Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries, who's that?
He's an Australian stand-up comedian. He was on ONA a bunch of times. He had that show Legit on FX for a couple seasons, which is pretty funny. But he's so against guns. He's against anyone having the right to own guns. Because for the same typical fucking predictable excuse that people with guns are only used to kill people.
No, they used to protect themselves from other.
But when he loses the argument, though, he acts like, "Oh, how come gun owners are so humorless?"
And aside from the school shooting, most of the gun violence in this country comes from the ghetto.
Yes,
even some of the schools. I remember one of the in fucking Fahrenheit. Not Fahrenheit, but Bowling for Columbine. He took the fucking picture of the dead child from the school shooting. It was a black kid who brought that fucking gun to school and killed another black kid.
Oh dear.
The narrative. That was exactly what's going on.
And that's exactly what fucking happening. Charlton Heston said that in the movie. He's like, "Where do you think all the gun deaths are from?" And Charlton Heston's like, "Well, probably from like inner city, like the civil rights." Like he mentioned the civil rights, which he's right about that. A lot of civil rights leaders were killed by white people. So hey, Charlton Heston marched on Selma with fucking Martin Luther King.
Well, how about that? Even when he was ill and dying and confused, he knew more about gun violence than fucking Michael Moore did.
But I think he also said, like, supposedly he said something racist, like, "Oh, can you believe that Charlton Heston would say that black people are responsible for gun deaths?" And it's like 90%.
Fat fuck.
Yes, 90% of fucking black deaths. Black homicides are caused by other blacks.
Isn't he dead from like massive cardio infarction yet?
You mean? Well, no, he blew himself up in Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He killed himself.
That was a good day.
Prepare to die.
Team America.
Team America. It's fucking. We were attacked by a giant socialist weasel.
See, I was talking about how back before all this shit. Like I had watched a few. This was like early 2000s, 2008.
Yeah,
something
back
like
when.
that.
Oh, well, that's
I had
not early
watched-
2000. 2008 is not early 2000s.
Anything before
Pretty late.
2014 is ages ago for me. Fucking,
Oh.
I had watched a couple Michael Moore's movies just because it was like, oh, everybody's talking about Burning for a Crab. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I actually saw all of his movies pretty much.
Fuck yeah, because I mean, you have no choice. You kind of have to. What, you haven't seen it? Oh my god! But anyway, I watched him and I was like, I don't really. Something about him is rubbing me the wrong way.
Yeah, I was still on
Something-
board with Bowling for Columbine, but when it came to a whole comparison of Bush like causing 9/11,
It's something felt dishonest about it. Like something
It
was rubbing
was.
me the wrong way.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
right.
like-
He tried to blame Bush for 9/11. There's the whole South Park cartoon style thing, which
yeah,
was,
that tried to blame the NRA for Black Deaths or fucking the NRA
basically
tried
it
to
was
claim the NRA
the
was collusion.
American culture
the
of
KKK.
fear is why we have guns at all.
Yes, that we shouldn't have guns because,
It's because
guns
people.
are symptom
It's
of
because
being
people
afraid.
are so afraid. Not
Of
because
blacks.
he's not afraid of guns.
Yeah, he's
Even
afraid
though
of the evil
he's
government.
making an entire movie about it.
And that's the thing
entire
is that
movie
he was an NRA
he's
member.
afraid of guns.
Michael
Was?
Moore was a lifetime NRA member, and he was a lifetime NRA member because the NRA supports arming the populace so that the government can't fucking control the populace. And that's why
Yeah.
he fucking supports them.
Which is a very valid reason to own guns.
Yes, it's a
Especially
valid
in
reason on
this
both sides.
modern era where the government is now anti-male. It's
Yes.
anti-male, anti-progress,
Anti-speech.
It's
They're
anti-freedom.
That's
It's
how
against
dishonest
your-
is that
all
the
your rights.
they call themselves progressives and they're the most progressive people on the fucking planet, which means that now we are living in a fucking society where the opposite of what everyone says is the truth. So
Which is-
everyone
I mean-
speaks the opposite of the truth. Everyone lies constantly about everything they say.
Which is not to say that people are going to be storming the White House anytime soon. That's not going to happen.
No.
Everybody's
But-
far too
but
comfortable in this
need
country.
to. You don't need to if the people have the right to own guns.
Yeah. I've heard this growing up. I've heard it multiple times. The government should always be afraid of its population. Always. Always be afraid of its population. When they're not,
I remember
they
hearing
get-
that in V for Vendetta, which was a movie that was also anti-gun, though.
was that in V for Vendetta?
Yes,
Well, then V for Vendetta was correct.
except for the anti-gun part, and the part where fucking Stephen Fry owns a Koran because he says that the words of the Koran are beautiful.
What about all the knife violence in that movie?
Well, that's better than guns because knives are okay; they're not guns. That's why he kills a bunch of gun-wielding people with his knives, because the gun-wielding people are bad and evil because they have guns, and he has knives, so that makes him okay and cool.
Oh my god, this thing you posted with Doc Brown and the DeLorean. Oh my god, he's so old.
Yeah, he's old. Well, he's been old since like the 70s.
He's so old. Oh my god.
Just so old.
Commander Krug, when did you get so old?
Commander.
I love Commander Krug. He's a good
One of
villain.
the first people who ever knew the Klingon language. He actually spoke. He was the first person to actually speak the real Klingon language in a movie or anything.
He did it with such a unique inflection too, such like a Christopher Lloyd kind of way, if that makes any sense. Nobody's really done it since.
It's just-
Everybody's just like, oh,
It's very
we're,
Christopher Lloydian.
we're very honorable.
You're gonna
We're like
see some
space
serious shit."
samurai. Fuck your space samurai. Fuck your space Indians. Klingons.
Space Indians.
I fucking hate Klingons.
Suck. I don't know. They're okay. They seem okay.
Like, Klingons bring the whole show down. I fucking hate every Worf episode. Every single one with
Yeah.
fucking Alexander.
I don't really like the ones with the fucking Ferengi either, usually.
I mean, unless it's Quark. Well, I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. With like, it's this whole fucking family and like the Nagus and everything. Which the Nagus was kind of fun. I didn't like his mother.
Fuck his mother. Fuck.
Fuck her. She should be naked like the
This-
rest of the women.
This is sex. What? He's just like punching a woman on the bridge of the Enterprise. What the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Oh, the
I
fucking.
know that's Worf, but still.
They had to deliver those fucking awful Gene Roddenberry lines.
Yes. Oh,
His gross sex fetish lines, like, yes, the Klingons, they like to punch each other. Klingons have enormous penises. So do
whoa.
Ferengi.
So do Ferengi, though.
So do
Who's bigger, though? Who is bigger? Who knows?
Oh, the Ferengi, of course.
Ferengi cocks are always bigger, huge, giant. They're like the size of their arm.
Oh my goodness, Anita.
And
Fucking-
need a lay.
Anita the
She
snake.
she needs a lay.
When do you think she'll stop? Like, when do you think she'll be done with all
She's
this
milked
bullshit?
this so dry, and I think it's not going to go away for a while.
Well, she made it to the fucking UN. It's gonna be here.
You know what?
Exactly.
Do you want an answer to your
The White
question?
House is next.
It's when somebody kills somebody close to her or her.
Oh my god.
That'll stop her.
Forge is not affiliated with this channel.
Forge the Wielder, famous furry artist.
Running this channel.
What? But really,
Forge does not advocate the killing of Anita the snake or her family.
Don't advocate killing snakes? What's wrong?
as a shitty webcomics mod, I officially advocate for the murder of any
feminist.
any
Just a
prominent
feminist.
feminist or social justice warrior.
Oh my god.
What do you see as positive about toddler murder? It's easy? Yes, it is.
So that's the thing is people treat these people like it's like
They're
Oh.
fucking too good to be touched or something. Like, hey,
they're martyrs. Like if you dare harm them, you're just gonna strengthen
In a
their
way-
cause. No.
yeah, or they even say like, I do support their freedom of speech because that nothing discredits them better than them being able to speak openly. But I do think that their ideology is more harmful to society than everything except for Islam.
Mm.
And Islam
I-
is a suicide
I,
cult.
Which
I-
they would side with Islam because it's in the progressive stack pretty high.
Yes.
I
Because
do agree
because
with that.
the Islam was
Sen-
evil.
yeah.
Bomb them all back to the jazz age.
As against women as Islam is, you would think that the social justice warriors would be all up in arms against this.
Feminism's against women too, really.
Sure, but just, you know what I mean. The fucking... So Anita is in fact advocating for women to be wearing burqas? Is that what she's advocating?
Well, they don't know what the feminists don't understand what their own advocating
Yeah, I'm
shit
about to
is.
fuck a 13-year-old girl in the game.
Is the big fat nasty witch person who wanted to get Thunderfoot fired, is she advocating for women to go back to wearing burqas? Is that what she wants?
She would. They all feminists would basically advocate for Sharia law. I mean, somebody just posted it. I don't know if it was on shitty webcomics or what, but it was that fucking it's the fucking white woman who writes Ms. Marvel, who's like, oh yeah, I joined Islam because it's the right religion for my
What?
feminist beliefs. We posted about this like 100 times.
Oh my god, the chick who made... What?
Miss Marvel, yeah, G. Willow Wilson. She's a Muslim convert. She's white.
The Miss Marvel thing. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where
Yeah,
her
she-
family wasn't like beating her to death, which would actually happen when she was like
Yes.
sneaking out. Oh my
Exactly. They were.
god. So wait,
They're
so
seen
she's a
as the
white woman?
tepid.
Yeah, she's
form
white.
of
She is
She wasn't-
white as fuck.
She wasn't born into that society at all.
She converted.
She converted to Islam.
God, that is so disgusting when someone actually converts to Islam
No shit.
who
Well,
wasn't raised in it.
She's a feminist who has freedom and rights. It's pretty disgusting
Like,
when you
that's-
see
that's
what
like-
they do with them.
That's like full well knowing what Scientology is about and joining them anyway. That's what it's
Yeah.
like.
That's like joining. It's the Jim Jones cult, knowing that they're going to kill you for no reason and joining it anyway.
Disgusting. And disturbing. Like, what's wrong with you? You do realize that they stone you to death if you appear outside without a burqa, right?
But the thing is
Right.
that Islam claims to fucking to defend and protect women more
No.
than the Western, because the Western cultures let women go around all dressed naked like whores and they're so objectifying, whereas Muslims fucking protect their women, and that's what women really want is to be treated like holy property that is fucking protected and cherished and worshipped, and that's what they think they're getting in Islam. In Muslim countries, in the actual countries, they don't have a choice. But in America, they just see this shit and they get this fucking skewed picture. And of course, they see, oh, George Bush is against the Muslims, so Muslims must be good, and that's where most of the converts come from.
So she wants to be kept like a pet for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
A
because
lot of women do.
Yeah, a lot of women who aren't Muslims do, anyways. They want to be kept as fucking gilded pets, whatever the fuck.
Wow, this bitch makes me sick. She makes me sick.
Yeah, I remember seeing a picture of her at a convention, a comics convention, where she was dressed in a giant fucking burqa.
Oh my
And
god.
a fucking kid was being introduced to her. A kid who couldn't possibly actually read or like Miss Marvel, but she was cosplaying as Miss Marvel, as her fucking mommy, her single mom, I'm sure fucking made her do. Who was a feminist, of course. A single mom feminist was like, okay, daughter, you're going to dress up as Miss Marvel. You can come with me. Stand next to this woman wearing the giant fucking towel over her head.
She would have
take
to
a
start
picture.
drawing Miss Marvel out doing hero things in a burqa. She can't be seen outside. She can't.
Well, certainly not walking the same side of the street as a man, because that's fucking against Sharia law. But that's the thing, is that they fucking live in America, so they can't have their Muslim laws in place.
She has got to be like gibberingly insane. She's got to be on so many meds.
Well,
I would guarantee
and
she's on
look
meds.
what she's writing for Marvel.
I
The same people
guarantee-
who's hiring that fucking destroying black bodies. The guy who's constantly ranting and raving about how America is destroying our black bodies.
What does
It's
that
just-
even mean?
He's fucking. It's just the usual playing the victim. He also said that his dad would whip him with a belt because his dad not because his dad was angry at him, but because of anxiety over his son being perhaps one day lost. Because hey, that's what America does. Is they fucking take away the son. But
There
not
aren't enough
because he's black.
antipsychotics in the world.
Yeah, they're fucking out of their fucking gourds. They're out to lunch. They're out to fucking lunch.
These people have followers. I mean, they, fucking the
Well,
all the
any
college
charisma-
kids.
any outspoken charismatic person is going to have followers.
But these
Whether
guys
they-
aren't
if they're
charismatic.
the crazier the better.
They're not even that outspoken or charismatic. They're just fucking crazy.
Fucking just what?
They're creepy, in fact. Like fucking Alan Moore and Frank Miller seem kind of nuts too, but they are fucking just out of their minds. These people.
Which one of them has the fucking religious cult that they are part of? Is it Alan Moore?
Alan
That's
Moore.
why he's into
he
witchcraft or some shit.
Yeah.
Introduces himself as a writer and a magician. And not magician as in like the Amazing Randy, but magician as in like fucking Aleister Crowley.
Well, at least he's having fun. At least he's not saying women should be wearing burqas. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I would
But
say
he,
you could do
it would
worse, but
surprise
he
me.
would support that.
It would
You-
not at all surprise me if he did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
shit.
would support that if it came down to one or the other. He would absolutely be on that fucking side.
Oh shit!
Somebody, or Kathy Shadle on Tacky Mag, just wrote an article called "Crack Gets Whacked." Who the hell is David Wong? I asked that on my blog in September.
Isn't he the Nazi?
No, it's just that's just
That's
some
Arthur
another
Chu,
fucking
isn't it?
Ah, him. Okay.
Arthur Chu, I think was the fucking. But there's who
Arthur
is the other
Chu
one who actually
Dix.
fucking came back around?
Look, I have no fucking respect for anybody who
Yeah.
ever falls for social justice. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, even if they side with Gamergate afterwards, I'm like still like no, keep you at arm's distance.
You
Fuck.
had your chance.
You blew it.
You had your chance, Gorman.
My father loved the pecan.
But anyway, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Stop
Stop! I don't like this already.
This already stinks. But
Stinks. Yeah. Fucking Jimmy Norden.
Norgan.
Little Jimmy Norden.
Oh, Jimmy.
It's just fucking. I love the scorch bits. That's something we won't get no more. We won't hear that no more. Because fucking Anthony's gone. The show is over. The show and kind of reveals itself as having been half never that good in the first place.
Which is depressing.
Yes.
And it's Opie's fault. It's 100% Opie's fault.
Opie's fault.
Greg Shells.
Yes, Greg Shells.
Like, I would prefer that none of this had ever come out to begin with.
Yeah, well, I mean, fucking, I think it was inevitable because Anthony, the way Anthony was always talking. Anthony had posted shit like that constantly. It's just that it was never had a real life incident involved with it.
I mean, it makes sense now that Opie didn't go with him because they didn't like each other at all.
Yeah, which is sad because they used to bash other radio shows for being like, oh, these guys hate each other so much behind the scenes. And I remember some people on Reddit, the ONA Reddit board, were like, yeah, Opie and Anthony hate each other too, man. It's like, no, it's not the same, obviously. Because, like, the Scott and Todd show, it was obvious that Scott and Todd hated each other so much. But, and it was like, well, fucking ONA don't hate each other like that. It's not that obvious. But apparently they hid it better. Like, it was just more hidden. But
it wasn't really hatred. It was more just appeasing Opie.
Yeah, there was
him happy.
There was some real irritation on. I guess with Anthony was just like tired of dealing with the bullshit, and Opie was always making bullshit happen.
Yeah. And then
so
became
100%
turned traitor when fucking Anthony was kicked out.
And then claimed that Anthony always wanted to leave. But at the same time was saying that, hey, we could have done more on the show. And he said he fought for Anthony and that, there's no evidence of that. In fact, there seemed to be some evidence that he wanted Anthony gone as soon as possible.
No, he's a lying snake.
Yeah, he's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes.
Oh, look into his eyes. Uh-oh.
He's been
telling lies.
Red Shell's lies.
Oh my god, I can't believe we even went there.
Yes. I still want to talk about some fucking werewolves, though. Because I wanted to talk about, like, the other movies, like, what was it? Was it fucking Helsing? The Helsing
Van
movie?
Helsing, fucking Van Helsing.
Van Helsing. Wasn't there a werewolf in that?
The werewolf in that looked nice. Like, it
looked okay.
Fine,
as
but
far
the
as
movie itself is embarrassing. The movie's so embarrassing.
What movie? There's that and Twilight that have actually tried werewolf. Oh, there's the new Wolfman, which I've never seen.
It was really boring. It
looked boring. It looked fucking boring, and I'm sure all the other werewolf movies are boring. But I don't know how the werewolf actually looked.
It just looked like the classic black and white werewolf. It didn't have like a snout or anything like that.
It's just a guy with hair on his face.
Yeah, it was just a hairy guy. It looked terrible.
Hey, he didn't shave. Oh no.
I mean, the costumes look fine, but I don't like that kind of werewolf anyway.
Yeah. I want a werewolf in a modern setting but not like he turns into a terrible monster. It's like he turns into just a big guy who then fucks the shit out of it. Which then you can't do because, like, it's, the MPAA will give this an NC-17.
We can't show peepees in movies.
Can't show a giant 14-inch cock when it's soft, even.
You can't show a giant puffy vagina.
Puffy vagina.
You can't show a big poofy swollen ass hole.
You can't show a Noel hole. As Noel would try. I remember making fun of him for that, like, to his face, but I still like his art and I like his drawings and even the puffy ass holes that he draws. And I think he just got really pissed off at me about it.
It's so gross though.
What, Noel's fucking ass holes?
Let me see. Show me a puffy asshole. Give it to me. Let's see it.
If I put in Noel Puffy, I wonder if the fucking... Let's see. Well, here's each.
God, it's so nasty even saying it.
Here's this fucking... Here's a tiny... Or not tiny knight, I guess he's regular side. But he fucks a fucking giant whore.
Oh dear. Oh goodness. Oh,
It looks like she barely noticed.
that's really fucking nasty.
I don't know. It's fucking. She's cute. I would fuck her giant ass.
Good God. All right, let's see
more.
some more of this crap.
Let's see some
Nope.
more.
Huge, gross, unhealthy asses.
I'm not into the giant chicks like this. But
Yep, unhealthy asses.
wait, here's a good one. Here's this one you should like.
Should I?
Should
Should
you?
I really? Nope. Oh my God. Oh, it's vile.
Is it? I don't know. It seems
It's
right to
it's
me.
pretty vile.
Wait, hold on. This one's good. This one doesn't have any ass.
Like, what needs to happen for that to
Isn't
even
this supposed
get
to be
there?
animated? Oh, I pushed
What
play.
horrible trauma needs to happen to her asshole? for that to
That's
happen?
just how he draws them. Actually, that's not any trauma or anything. That's just like his style.
It's very upsetting.
Here, this though, I think this one's pretty decent because it's just fucking Curly Brace from Cave Story sucking on a giant dick, and it's animated pretty nicely. I mean, I'm sure there's just some trick to it, but
Nope.
Noel does some animations and stuff.
It's a yucky.
What?
The fucking so it was punched repeatedly and is now irritated and swollen.
That's
and
pretty
she
hot.
needs to go to the emergency room because oh my God, it's not supposed to be doing that.
What's hotter than sending a girl to the emergency room? Oh wait, for this. Hold on, sub tank. Here's one by
I'm
sub.
glad that didn't happen to
This one's pretty good.
Diablo 2. Oh my God, it's Andariel.
Her giant fucking hangers.
This is just they are. Those look very unhealthy.
They're tits.
Let's see what else is under Diablo 2 in here.
Diablo 2. Oh, that's a good
Oh.
question.
Talk
Gross
about
and more
Diablo 2.
gross.
Wait. oh boy, you're gonna like this. Wait, I know you're gonna like this.
Will I?
Will ya?
Oh no. What? What? It's like an allergic reaction. It's like it's. She needs an epinephrine shot.
Epinephrine, man.
Where's my EpiPen? My asshole is swollen.
Ass hole?
Oh.
Are you talking about Noel?
Yes.
Talking
How
about
did you know?
vaginas.
How did I know?
Whoa. Here's some more fucking Diablo 2 porn. Or Diablo 1? Is this 1 or it's 2? What is this from? Who the fuck are these fucking Diablo whores?
Diablo horse. Diablo horse.
Oh, I accidentally clicked on it again. Ugh.
Good job. Good job. Alright, everyone, stay calm. If they're not acting casual, I'll have to kill them.
The fuck is happening here?
She's gonna get fucking raped by zombies.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Good.
Is this
Well,
some
that-
fucking rogues or something from
Fucking
Diablo?
Kayla will be beating on her puffy vagina for that. She loves dead things getting fucked. She's a nasty bitch.
Fucking sucking snorting. Here's
Like, that's not even me exaggerating. It's the truth.
What the fuck?
let's see, here's some nice fucking Diablo porn. This is fucking Diablo looks pretty hot.
Here's a nice piece of shit. Diablo is a girl.
There's fucking light beams coming out of her cunt and asshole. She's got more black semen in her than the African Navy.
Oh my God.
Here's another female.
We're just not affiliated with shitty web comics.
Oh wait, no, this is Leah from Diablo 3. She looks pretty hot.
Who is just apparently dead.
She's dead.
Like they didn't follow up with her at
Yeah.
Oh,
all.
spoiler, that's what happens to her.
There's some fucking
Whoops.
gay Diablo.
I forgot.
porn. This
Oh,
is kind of funny, but
Okay,
Hurry
Diablo.
up.
Why is it time penalizing me? These guys have fucking B ranks, and it's time penalizing me for stealing them.
there's no other way to fucking penalize you for
Diablo with his bedroom eyes. What the fuck?
Just sexy ass Diablo. He's pretty bara.
Doesn't make any sense.
Diablo is pretty bara.
Diablo, why are you doing this? Stop it, Diablo.
I don't want to fuck the Lord of Terror.
Terra.
That would
I
be
don't.
pretty rapey.
It's a skosh rapey.
Apparently, the
Just-
Conservative Party of Canada won the election.
Is that good?
Oh,
or
good.
bad?
Oh, good. Good. Alright, one of those guys was the fucking Fulton
Oh
target.
wait, no.
No, they didn't. Because I remember hearing that the guy who was in charge of the Liberal Party of Canada is apparently a huge cuck.
They're calling him Prime Minister Zoolander.
Who was the? What the fuck is the prime minister's name? Up
Who cares?
there.
Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't really
Justin Trudeau.
matter. No, he's been dead for it. Oh, is
Stephen
it really?
Stephen
It-
Harper's gone.
Oh, that's Trudeau's son. That's right.
Is it Gary Trudeau's son? Is
Yeah.
the fucking new prime minister.
People were
that's
hoping
horrible.
he would. People were hoping.
I don't
he would
know.
jump
I
in.
really don't even know. So, some people are saying Justin Trudeau is often compared to Barack Obama
I mean, Harper apparently was like evil incarnate, basically.
because he was leader of the Conservative Party.
Not just that, like he was actually really bad. Bad, actually.
Yeah, he's a
Probably
conservative
better.
in
Probably
Canada.
still better than a lot
He's a
of the
conservative in
alternatives.
Canada, therefore he's instantly Hitler, and
Shitler.
he's instantly Hitler. He's instantly fucking the worst thing that's ever happened in
Mega
history.
Hitler.
Mega ultra Hitler,
Ultra Hitler, Boss Hitler
boss
from
boss
Danger 5.
Oh, didn't you show me that with the mech or the
Yeah.
the fucking Power Rangers fucking battles?
Some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Made me very happy. Thank you, Danger 5. And it has furries in it. Yay.
What? Oh no.
Right?
Does a giant crab count as a furry? I don't know.
Yes. Sort
Somebody's-
of.
Here's somebody with
Scaly. It's a scaly.
scaly. Somebody said Mod 1 is a furry in denial on the fucking shitty webcomics board. Like,
I think you may be.
what?
Just a bit.
Call me. This is crazy.
What's your fursona?
Fucking, he's a giant werewolf. I don't know. But someone, yeah, it was last month though. Someone said Mod 1 is a furry in denial, and they posted like that picture of that you did of naked wolf Laley with her fucking fur cunt.
Her puffy vagina.
If they said furry in green text, they say furry in denial, and then denial, and it's like, what? You can't not find this picture hot and still say you aren't into furry smut. I mean, I like it and I admit it. Lying about your fetish like this makes you no better than a certain webcomic artist who lies about his muscle girl and amputation fetishes. Shame on
Oh
you.
my god.
I don't know who this is, but I mean, they're right about Laley being hot. Hey, she's just hot. She's hot in wolf form, because
Undeniably.
then she will still spread her legs for me. For me.
For me. Yeah,
For-
I'm doing the thing, by the way. Oh shit.
Are you playing Metal Gear Solid?
I'm playing Metal Gear Solid. I'm doing the battle. I'm doing the battle. War fighting. Fighting is evil. War is evil. But look how awesome it is when you're actually doing it.
War.
Battle.
It's fantastic.
You want to know why most werewolf shit is bad? It's because they basically make them into Klingons. They do the
Yeah.
whole. We
Or
have to stick
it's
to it."
especially bad when they make werewolves in like the noble savage Native American types.
Yeah.
We're in touch
Yeah.
with Mother Gaia and that kind of dumbass
Which
shit.
is just naturally
Perfect.
horrible and stupid.
A lot of
Are you
early
saying-
furry artists.
That's
that-
what, yeah, you know, that's what Arnica needs to espouse is the being in touch with Mother Gaia.
Give him have him wearing feathers.
Yeah,
Just the
well,
fucking
I would-
fattiest thing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Like he can embody
can't
all
hurt.
the shitty versions of werewolves that people do.
exactly. You know what? I'll at least put in the part where he mentions being in touch with Mother Gaia.
And then everyone chuckles derisively.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
everybody start
at the
laughing.
Yeah, you know what,
stupidity
actually-
of it.
I'll add that too. That's a good idea, brother. I will add that. After he leaves, though, everyone starts laughing behind his back about that Mother Gaia shit.
No, they all just start laughing about it like it's fucking Naked Gun
No, I don't want to.
skit.
Like it's Naked Gun, fucking with a car with giant airbags shooting out the windows, and the trunk is on fire all of a sudden. No, I'm gonna make it so that not until he leaves, all of a sudden they bring up Mother Gaia and everyone starts laughing at
What
his
fag.
expense.
But a dangerous
What
fag.
a fag.
What are you, a fag? But yeah,
want a
that's
pumpkin.
you
Get away from me with your gay
you
little
gay little
pumpkin.
pumpkin. He got bananas in his pancakes.
Tank
What
got
a fag.
Tank got bananas in his pancakes.
Tank, why are you getting bananas in your pancakes? What are you? A fag.
Faggot.
Yes. I'm answering the question for everyone. Yes.
But yeah, that's why. Did you ever read the Astounding Wolfman comics?
Oh,
No.
They're all right. They're not bad.
but I mean, they're not me, are they?
No, they're not.
They're not as good as what I would do.
It
If
falls
they're not
back.
as good, that's the thing. That's my criteria. It has to be something as good as what I would do, and if it's not, flush it down the fucking toilet.
It's not bad. It falls back on a lot of fucking gross werewolf. We wear loincloths in the
Ugh, stupid.
tiresome.
They don't
Just
have to be naked all the
Hang
time.
on their fat dicks. Well, that's the thing
Yes,
is
they
that
do.
in my stuff, my werewolf idea is that they aren't visibly naked. They don't have to be. We don't have to go that far, but they will still fuck like a beast
Beast
with a
fuck,
fucking
fuck like a beast.
flamethrower crotch fucking a cod piece with a fucking chainsaw on it. But
But why can't you see their junk?
you should be able to if they're gonna fuck a bitch. That's how it should fucking go down.
They're going to be involved in bitch ripping.
Yes, there's going to be some bitch ripping involved. But when it comes to werewolves, it's just like everyone else just does it so wrong, and that's the thing is that I fucking basically have finished a werewolf fuck book, and I was for the longest time I was like, I don't know if I can actually write a book, like writing a novel.
You wrote a whole book.
It's
Fucking
a full whole book. It's over 40,000. In fact, it's like 44,000 words. So it's like, actual length of a book. Although you read it in like one day.
well, I mean that's not a long book, sure, but
Yeah,
I
I like that it's I don't want it to be too long. I don't want it to people. I want people to read it to feel like, oh, I could breeze through this.
it was good. It had what it had to say, and it did it, and it didn't waste my fucking time. Let's put it
Yes,
that way.
I like it that I prefer that a book. A book like because
I mean, to the point where a few, like I said, a few parts could be expanded to make it even better. Like,
yeah, I could write more. And I guess I will, but to some extent, I kind of don't want to. There's a few parts I should definitely add to.
you may have
but,
gone too far in a few places.
In a few places, it's stylistically designed to be that way. But I mean, I'll think about it because I'm going to give it like another month to cook. Basically, I'm not going to declare that I'm done already.
Yeah, like think about it, edit it, go back.
Yeah, I technically have had it finished for like a few weeks now, and I've been, when I get free time, I go back and I read through it again and I tweak this and that and fucking.
I'm still amazed at how quick you wrote it too.
Yeah, I wrote the whole thing in like a few months, and that was just on my off hours.
Like, you had the whole basic thing done in under 2 months, like a month and a half.
Of course, the thing is that I had written a comic version of it about 3 times over in the previous 5 years, so I already had the whole thing either in mind or literally written out.
Still,
But
it's
in comic script form.
not easy.
Yeah, I guess not. For me,
It's
really
not
easy.
easy for regular intellect.
Yes, it's not.
Oh,
It's
dear.
not easy for regular people, but for super geniuses, guess it is pretty easy.
Oh my
Pretty
goodness!
But yeah, I fucking want to put this on Amazon like really soon, basically. Rake in the billions of dollars.
Put it on Goodreads too.
Yeah, Amazon and Goodreads. Apparently, Goodreads has lots of lonely housewives who would fucking like this kind of sick shit.
They like the Sasquatch fucked me in the woods books.
Oh, that's gonna
That's
happen.
disgusting.
Raped.
Yeah, that's
raped
disgusting.
by
Sasquatch
werewolves.
is disgusting.
What the fuck?
I mean, there's a genre of like fucked by a monster going on over there.
Yeah.
The housewives'
Yeah,
life.
yes, raped by
If
monsters.
that's true
yes.
and if that makes money, then I guess I should be able to make some money.
I think you could.
I would so prefer this as a comic still. I fucking like it, you know, if I have even a chance, I'm gonna just rewrite the whole thing as a comic book. If I do that, I'm probably gonna actually pare it down and gonna make it shorter, because you know a lot of detail has to get lost. But also, I'm gonna a few things like I just added to sort of make the book longer.
But they're stylistically designed to be there, those elements.
Can't remove it, but we can
Can't
reduce
remove
the effects in editing.
No, he can't. He didn't have his wife there to edit it for him.
That's right. No one was around to tell him no, not even Rick McCallum. Fuck you, Rick Berman.
Rick McCullum staring on in horror.
His hair was literally shooting out in all different directions.
shooting out all different
Directions.
I need to watch those again. Those are great.
Yes. Just the confused looks everyone has, and the way he's pointing it out makes it look like such a fucking horror show.
They start pointing fingers. It's
Yes,
just-
they start to like
Everyone looks like they're about to start pointing fingers.
fucking. How
It's
did?
so brutal.
How could nobody say when little Annie is like yippee?
Okay.
Why didn't they say George? George,
George, you
Really,
stupid
George?
Fuck.
we have got to take no George.
Fuck cuck.
We can't. It's too late. We've stylistically just we have the little kid. We hired the little kid. Fucking no. Get rid of the little kid.
But kids, the thing is that kids are gonna like this, so kids
No,
will
they-
see the movie and buy the toys.
No, they won't.
But they
But they-
did.
they did, though, yeah.
They did. He was right. He was
There are
completely
people
right.
on fucking TV who are like, you can't judge if this is a worse movie. You're
Yes,
not allowed
we
to
can.
dictate. You're not allowed to dictate what we like. Who's to say that these aren't better than the
Didn't they say the
prequels?
same thing about Avatar?
Avatar is such a shitty movie.
Yeah, it sucked. It was a dumb movie. It was boring. The first half especially is boring, but overall the whole thing's boring because the good guys are the ones who lose. The fucking good American
fucking-
military soldiers.
The aliens in Avatar are embarrassing. Like,
Yeah, I
fucking
wanted to see them die.
red-faced fucking. Oh my god, I can't look at this anymore.
when the fucking their great Gaia mother tree got fucking firebombed by the
my
daisy
Christmas
cutter,
tree.
I was laughing like De Niro in Cape Fear.
Oh, that's terrific.
That's
terrific.
That's terrific.
Just howling even harder
Yes.
as the tree falls onto people
Yes.
and kills them.
Ugh, it's
Just
so
smoking
cheap. It's so
cigars.
stupid. It's fucking fetishy and gross.
Childish.
It's childish.
Infantile. It's like something I guess you could say Hideo Kojima would do.
Oh my god, it's his favorite movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because
That episode 1.
because it sold the most tickets. Whatever sells the most tickets, Japanese people are like, oh, this must be the best movie ever made. Avatar's the best movie ever made because it's it made the most money. That's
what was
how
the
Japanese
draw
people
for?
think.
What was the draw for Avatar? Like I saw the commercial. I was
a
like,
ton of
I'm not
hype.
gonna see that.
I know there was a ton of hype around it.
Oh, yeah,
A
tons of
shit
hype.
ton of hype.
It looks so stupid though. Like you look at the trailer, and it's like the aliens look fucking dumb. Like why would I go see
I
this?
specifically remember coming out of the
It's
theater.
white guilt of the movie.
It was something.
Right?
We went to fucking go see some other movie. We watched Avatar. in the
You know what
theater.
it was? It was a really good movie called Sherlock Holmes.
Oh
That's right.
shit!
And so we did that.
Sherlock Holmes
And
was
there
so
was
much
a
better
woman
than
coming out of
Avatar.
the theater who was like, "Yeah, I just saw Avatar
On her
It
iPhone.
was great."
Middle-aged woman on her iPhone saying like, "I saw Avatar. It was really good."
Mm,
And
No, it wasn't.
That's the fucking viewer base, is people who just see movies that are hyped to shit and like, well, that was pretty good because the fucking there's advertisements all over the TV for it telling me that it's good, and the
And
box
the hype
office
about
numbers
it,
were
it's going to
record-breaking.
It's going to revolutionize the way you see movies.
Yeah,
So
It's
it
all
isn't-
in 3D.
fucking that picture of the movie audience with the big fat guy with an entire pizza. That fucking picture.
Ugh.
What?
You know, the movie audience picture that they
Oh.
use in
Oh,
the
you
Red
mean
Letter
the
Media.
one? Yeah, in the red letter media where it's like the frat dumb masses like things simple.
Like, they took this picture and thought that, yeah, have the big fat guy with an entire pizza in a movie theater. Yeah,
Full
that's great.
whole entire pizza in front of it.
It was a whole pizza.
Are you going to share
fucking-
some of that pizza, you fat fuck?
No, he's
Nope.
not, because he's
Oh.
hungry.
I'm hungry. Get away
Fucking-
from my pizza.
And then he eats the whole thing, throws up.
He vomits it up so that he can go eat another pizza. He eats two more. He's like, I vomited that last pizza. I better eat two
It's a
more.
problem with his glands and his genes.
His genetics.
Yeah.
Mud genetics.
Mud genetics.
He has a
I've
fridge
got a
full of
problem.
genetics that are just making
that's just another example of how stupid the average person is.
the average pleb.
They're just shoveling down fast food, and it's like, oh, it's my genetics.
I like
It's not
that.
It
my
is now
fault.
because you've eaten
Here.
all the genetically
Here's this
grossed
picture.
out fucking.
You may recognize this picture,
Oh,
and
no.
I like Laylee's face in it. She's like, yeah. What about?
With her puffy vagina.
I almost sneezed.
I drew
Anyways,
her
she's like,
very,
yeah.
very
What are you
sexy.
What are you gonna do, motherfucker? She's got catitude.
You know, I posted this picture and it didn't really get a whole lot of views because furries don't like women folk. They just don't. They like the
Fucking
penises.
She's buff
Faggots.
AF though. What's wrong with them?
I don't know exactly.
I think the
They didn't like
rest of the populace isn't smart enough to know where the new wave of fucking werewolves should go. They're like, oh, werewolves, they're those big monsters on the fucking movies that have teeth so big that they're bigger than their fucking heads. Like they literally can't close their mouths because their fangs are so big that if they close their mouths, their fangs would just go up through their own jaws and shit, come out their nose.
Supposed to look like dogs.
Yeah,
just-
dogs with then they have jeans on all the time. They-
dogs wearing jeans and or loincloths and fucking feathers, and they talk about Mother Gaia and how much in touch they are with nature, that kind of dumbass shit.
It's the lamest thing you can possibly
Instead
imagine.
of punching each other so hard that their skulls pulverize,
And then just fucking just for
just
hours.
throw a bitch to the ground and bend her over, get her on all fours like the bitch that she is.
And on that happy note, it's time for me to go.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's been 3.5 hours.
Hold on, let me
Wow.
It's
spin it. 3.5.
time to
I don't
retire.
I don't think it's been 3.5. But
It's
let me
been-
just
The
finish this.
Skype call says 3.5 hours.
3:21.
Fuck.
Yep. Fuck, but
It doesn't
I-
feel
there
like
was-
it's been that long. We're,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
so good.
There was-
We're so good at this.
we're so entertaining and fun to listen to and just to hear ourselves talk even. Holy shit. I actually wanted to go into some specific things about werewolves, but I like forgot all of them when we started this because we kind of talked about them just in chat before, like
We
oh,
talked
werewolf
about Metal
movies.
Gear Solid instead.
Yeah. Well, there's that, but when it came time to like be about the other stuff, it was like, what do I even have to say that we didn't say a billion times in private or something? It's like then I forget.
Yeah.
I forget everything.
We have to say it for the benefit of the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Which
for
we
the
didn't do
benefit
that
of Mr.
yet, really.
Kite.
Because I remember just
Oh, wait.
going off for hours about like this werewolf movie and that werewolf movie and just how shitty and boring it
Oh,
was.
write some points down and we'll get to it next time.
Yeah, I try to do that, and whenever I do, it's like, oh, fucking, I forgot what I was gonna say about it, anyways.
Because you just do bring up one point and we could do a whole podcast about it because we
Yeah.
won't shut up about it. We'll
But
never shut up about it.
The thing about werewolves specifically that needs to be mentioned is that I'm about to do it better than everyone else has ever done it before.
Oh, shit.
History.
It's about to change the way you watch movies.
Yes, it's gonna change werewolves forever, or it should. If people aren't smart enough to know, though, that it should, because they're gonna be like, "Oh, this isn't like the funny dogs in Twilight,
Oh
the
my
cute
goodness.
puppies in Twilight."
Are you Team Jacob?
Yeah, exactly. That's how the fucking the dumb Avatar watching masses fucking think about werewolves. Werewolves should be fucking constant fuck beasts that beat the shit out of fucking whatever.
It's your id come to life is what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what. It's exactly what they should be, and not limited by
But
even
more
size or
Bara,
strength.
more Bara, and
Yes.
More Bara and less
Yeah.
feathers.
Yes,
Less
no
fucking engine
no
feathers.
no engine shit, none of that dumb shit. But it's also very
No
diverse,
wampum.
because
dicks that
lately,
could be used to split wood.
yes,
They wouldn't bother with any fucking embarrassing loincloths like a furry would draw.
Yes.
Like I
Yeah,
have
they
drawn a
don't
few
wear-
times.
they
If
don't
there
wear
is if there is a loincloth, it's a huge bulge in the
Or just
front.
not more, or just tatters of their clothing scattered about on the floor.
It's laying on the floor, just in.
On the floor, not on them.
Detonated,
It's got to be
yes.
on the floor.
That's where the loincloths are. There's a
On the
loincloth.
floor.
It's on the floor.
All right, I have to go.
All right, see
Oh,
y'all
wait, shit,
later.
I forgot.
Bye
I
bye.
forgot to turn off this mission.
Oh,
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye, Jews.
Goodbye, Sid Jews.
The Jews. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sid Jews. All right, are you shutting off the show?
No, I gotta finish this mission first.
No. All right, I'm tired, but I still have a bunch of work that I didn't that came in yesterday and didn't
Start
start.
do that fucking work then, normie.
Nah, I just want to
Normie wage slave.
I just want to go to sleep again. I have only been up for a few hours, and I just want to go back to sleep.
Oops, time penalty. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, Kojima. Stupid ass motherfucker. You ruined this too.
You're on this too? That's really what he is. He's absolutely just a George Lucas.
Here, let me
Cuck.
just get out of here.
Cuck.
Cuck. It doesn't reward me for Fultoning anyone or doing non-lethal takedowns or any shit like that.
Well, aside from the fact that you can take them home. It is really better to
Yeah,
just
but it
straight up
doesn't
kill them at
reward me
some
for the
point.
fucking score. In MGS 5, it'll actually... Okay, there, I got an S rank anyway, but in MGS fucking 5, it will fucking reward me for everyone I kill, every headshot I get, various tasks I complete, how many Fultons I do, how much money I don't spend, you know, so I can still kill people. I get a score reward if I don't kill people.
Killing people's pretty fun.
But I could still get an S rank. Meanwhile, in this, it's
S for
like,
shit.
oh, you killed one person, you don't get an S rank. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking
Hideo
retarded.
Kojima. Hideo
Yes.
Kojima?
Cuck.
I'm finding a shitload of B ranks. I remember when I started replaying this game, all of my people on all my various teams were shitty ass, like, C ranks and D ranks. I just stopped playing the game before replacing all of those people.
Yeah, it wasn't until I came back that all of a sudden... It turns out it's really easy to get a bunch of A-rank dudes from just doing those, like, those Red Skull fucking fight difficulty helicopter fights and tank fights. Especially if you bring other fucking players in with you to coop it. Which is cool, fun, and it's cool that people are still doing it, because then I was able to get shitloads of A-rank motherfuckers. Well, one thing that's really dumb, though, is that some of the, like, individual people have to have traits in, like, crafting specific weapons in order for you to do them. It's like, oh, that's dumb. Because that shouldn't be required. Or if it is, you shouldn't be able to accidentally fire them without even knowing. But whatever. Whatever.
Alright, let me load up my vehicles. Yeah, here, 2 vehicles. I actually
Yay.
did just playing this on the emulator, I did a total stealth takedown of a vehicle fight. I tranked and Fultoned like everyone, because I think only like
I've done that before,
10
where like
people showed
I
up.
never got caught, and I fucking Fultoned everyone. Forge says you're still talking about Andreas.
Now that he's gone,
Yes,
we can
now that he's
finally
gone,
talk
we're
about MGS.
We're free to talk about MGS.
I know. I'm stopping the stream here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little worn out on streams because like
Bye, Jews.